you go. Perfect.
You suck.
Ideal.
He took your joke and stole it and made it better.
For only $14.99, you can also do this. I'm live now, by the way. I'm good.
Alright, let's get started then. Welcome back to the world of Alterra, the shattered Altsphere, as we journey into the past through the very accurate, I'm told, retelling of the first meeting between Ass-Ass-In and the Professor.
Yep,
As
completely
we,
accurate.
Currently
yeah,
up
as
here.
we-
Correct. It is
as we
actually the
left
second
off
meeting.
last week, the party had managed to forget their objective of finding the archive in which to steal the encryption codes needed in order to spy on the Old Tomb's messages, and instead got obsessed with this sea-like kobold that they ended up chasing throughout while demons were on their tail. Their allies beginning to act strangely in this what appears to be deep underwater facility
I think he always acted
built
strange.
with far too much moss and cobwebs.
And paint!
Somebody has not been cleaning it properly.
Two of them ate
Look,
psychic
Howard,
moss.
Howard
How
can do his
the
own
fungus.
thing.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And it was our allies that unleashed the aberrations.
They're still unleashing the
don't-
aberrations!
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry, my new character will come in and shoot him.
It's always good. Fireball.
No, we'll actually shoot him. He's got a gun.
I see. As we will do a quick voice to name check, and also let me know if you are bringing a new character and if I need to put a new icon on the map and what color you may want. But I'll get to that as we go through each one. So let's first start then with Wolfie Bane.
Howdy everyone, I am Wolfie Bane. I am one of the streamers for this. And I am actually, yes, I am no longer playing Al Overnew because I got too much of a sore throat. So I'm going to play a different character that's going to be a sore throat. I'm going to be Captain Woolenbeard, the Satyr Artificer Rogue. With a big fucking gun.
Nice. And as we all know, Captain Woolenbeard has always been here. I don't know what you could possibly mean. They've always been on this mission.
Yeah,
And
you've not been listening. Were you even paying attention?
were you,
They're
audience? Were
rogue.
you paying
They're
attention?
stealth.
And during last week's session, while everyone was running around, demons were getting spawned off. Where did Captain Woolenbeard end up? I.e., where would you like to start your character on the map?
I would say Captain Woolenbeard would definitely be up with the other Rogue and Burp, probably.
Alrighty then. So Captain Woolenbeard has always been behind you, watching you as you fail to enter this door. And as Burp and Bonnie, you turn back, you remember Woolen there, ready to ask, what is Woolenberg? What are they known as? Are they wise? Would they be asked questions off, or what's their general disposition? Well, I adjust your name because it's way too long in here.
Yeah, I have the entire corridor. He's pretty bright, like all around. He's not very charismatic. He's definitely just in it for the cash. So anytime that he is asked a question, there is a toll. Of like barely anything, but it's a very small amount of cash is required every time a question is asked.
As you turn back, you remember, maybe we could get advice from the captain, and then it occurs to you, no, it's really worth it. It's really worth it.
Can't afford it this month.
Yeah, you gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's hole.
You have to pay the Satyr toll.
And we'll get back to them a little bit when we get to the first round in initiative. But Burp, why don't you give me a quick voice check and let me know if you're playing the same character?
Yeah, I'm Ben. I'm playing Burp, who is a big orc who hits doors and then gets hurt by them.
Fantastic, and your character's already there on the map where you last left off. I am going by the names on Roll20, so it's not my fault if you you have the wrong name. Gwen,
Gwen.
who are you actually playing?
No.
I'm playing all over you, brother.
Yes, he is.
What all over you looks like.
What a twist.
He's been recast. No, wait,
Warforged.
this is not what Al.
Warforged, that sits in the shape of a chair, brother.
And have you picked a character sheet on Roll20 yet?
Outstanding.
I have not, but I'll do it in a moment.
If you could put a name on there, and I'll give you an icon.
Oh yeah.
This is exactly what I was hoping when you messaged me about that this morning, by the way.
I was not expecting this plot twist.
It's the character you want.
Yep.
Looking at the voice chat, I saw Al Overnew, and when Wolfie, you said, "I'm not playing Al Overnew," I thought, "What?
Yeah.
I got confused there for a second as well.
That's what I'm here for.
Delightful.
Confusion.
Yep.
Were you the same character or a slightly different character?
No, it's the same character.
Is
It's
it the
just
same
the
character,
unreliable
brother?
narrator never saw them.
I see.
Like, we're
in that case,
misremembering.
I could just give
Yeah,
you
that's so
the same
perfect.
character sheet, actually.
Yeah.
We thought he was in half orc. He was actually a chair.
He's half
Yeah.
chair and half orc.
The only thing you remembered correctly was the chair.
Yeah.
The chair was really controlling the puppet
There was
of meat.
A chair was involved, and that's all we know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it works on so many levels.
Yeah.
Fair. Then you can feel free to
it's
use the same
proficient in
character sheet.
chair.
I assume you're rolling D&D Beyond anyway.
Oh my god! He hits people with miniature humans.
It's going to be better than that.
They're called babies, James.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
was
god.
thinking dwarves, so.
Oh no. Let's not hit people with babies in D&D, even if it is just. We do not want to be. I do not want to be banned, and Jamie doesn't want to be banned from Twitch.
Correct. I'm not sure if
Why
they're.
do you keep getting those babies?
To be fair, that one, I don't think we'll get banned for that one because there isn't a category for that one. So they'll make a new category. If we ever do it again, we'll get banned.
Yes.
So I hear full permission to use babies as weapons. Got ya.
Oh god.
Bag of holding full of babies.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, they're dead
As
now.
unbeknownst to the party, Overnew seems to have a new leash on life as suddenly their hit points go from 1 to whatever your character's hit points are.
Those demons are gonna run around the corner and be like, "It's just a chair." I was sure a half orc ran down here.
I cast disguise self on myself.
This is prop hunt.
I'm a chair.
This has devolved into prop hunt.
Anyway, we're still only halfway through the character.
Yes, Swanee Silvertop.
I'm Neil. I'm reprising my role as Bonnie Silvertop, the Dark Elf Rogue again.
Now, some might say this is unnecessary to do each episode, but it helps me remember who the hell you're playing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Kaylee.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yes, you are.
She's in.
That's my
They're
human
in.
name.
There.
Yes,
There we go.
I am here. Maybe, who knows? I am playing Ass in, the resident little shit of this area. Soon to not be resident. And
Maybe.
I'm a little kobold that is basically gonna cause mischief for the rest of the session. I did such a good job causing mischief in the last session that this one shot is now a 2-shot. So quite proud of that.
I mean, all you did was throw a bag of like crap at us and then run
Yep.
away.
I did a
And
great
heads.
job.
All that was needed.
That was all that was required.
Yeah, you released bees, and that was the worst thing you did.
Yep.
You know, I was thinking to myself, you know, if they get through like 90% of the session, and you know, people can't make it the next week, if Kaylee and James can't make it, then we'll just say the story ends there, and you know, the narrator didn't want. But then you did 0 off the plot. And I was like, I'm not
We
wasting
did.
this.
We got through 2 doors,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
I mean, Chris, this is basically session 0 for 2 new characters. Is
I
all it
mean,
was.
yes,
This
that was the point.
Yeah.
I was just
Now,
expecting it
this
to only
is
be
this
one
is the one
section.
shot here. Yeah, this is the one shot here. Last week was
The
just session 0.
professor.
Yes, I'm James, and I'm playing the professor, who is echoing. I can hear myself, so yes.
Congratulations.
Yes, I'm playing the professor, and they are a Warforged Animancer, which is a class Chris and I created for this very character, and I'm looking forward to trying to escape this mushroom.
This mushroom room. This mushroom.
No, it's just
It's
the
a mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The room is all
Full of
mushy.
mushrooms.
Alright, but last but not least, Nogu, the new menace.
The enemy.
Yes.
I am Bob. I'm playing Nogu, the Warforged warlock, who's the one who's causing so much trouble right now.
Yeah,
Damn,
thing.
Thomas is taking all our jobs.
I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of temptation for me to start in line of sight with Nogu and just shoot him. There was a lot that made me just go, nah.
But yes, we get back into the session. I am Chris McKenzie. I will be your DM because I never introduced myself. And to immediately set off the theme of today's session, suddenly a quiet, a ripple scatters throughout the rooms around you, throughout the air, as each single one of your characters feels this pressure begin to build in your head as something has drawn its attention towards you. You feel the weight of the waves, of the depth. You feel slime and cold race down your back. Something slithering nearby, wrapping around you, squeezing until all that pressure subsides. But your mind continues with it. You can see it as if you spectrally are moving through the area, through the... What's the word I'm looking for here? Complex? Complex. Go with that. As you move through the complex and you see the mind, this alien, deep mind, focus in on Nogu. As you can see, his eyes
Nogu.
begin to become bloodshot. His expression wild and frantic. Gives a short, high-pitched laugh, a cackle.
Short.
As your vision expands out and the tentacle connected to Nogu moving forward begins to ripple and grow and morph larger and larger as more of it submerges, spectral forms rising from the ground as you hear screeching laughter throughout the corridors, the small abominations again morphing, becoming larger as something appears to have gripped Nogu in its thralls, appears to be influencing them. As I need you all to roll initiative.
I knew I should have killed him.
Oh no.
What?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I knew I should have killed him.
As assassin, even you feel this, and you feel a familiarity to the touch, but this is not an elder Oldtomb that has infected Nogu. Something else. Something with a hatred for the Oldtombed plans to destroy this place once and for all.
Don't you get advantage, James?
You just call yourself
live-
Nagu.
I rolled with advantage.
All
I
right.
live here. Can they maybe not destroy it while I live here? I'm not really.
Chris, you want to shrink that one down for me? And recolor him.
Oh yeah, it's fine, I already got you here. Whoa.
Did it do it?
Nagu.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love having high deck. That's great. Oh no! Wait, it did it twice. You'll
No,
need to
you
take
gotta take the first one.
yeah, take the first one, but also it didn't do it to the turn tracker. I'm sorry, I fucked up twice somehow.
You didn't click your character and you rolled initiative wrong somehow.
My God, I just
Kelly,
saw that.
you're
I just
having
saw
fun wrong.
what?
Your fun is wrong. You're having fun wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're playing the game wrong.
I mean, you threw bees at people.
Yeah.
I think that's doing it right as far as kobolds are concerned.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
God.
kobolds are the best at making their own fun.
I thought you were going to say the kobolds are best at bees.
I mean, that is what fun is, though. Bees are fun. So, yes, the kobolds are best at making fun, aka bees.
What you have to do is you have to become a druid, just turn yourself into a giant bee, or summon a giant bee, hold it, and as it freaks out, just walk towards enemies and it turns into the buzzsaw.
I don't know. I enjoyed the term buzzsaw so much because of being a pun as well, but yes, absolutely.
You guys don't have that.
Hey, don't worry, it was a stolen pun.
Oh,
Someone had already made that pun previously.
yes.
So what, we're saying it's plagiarism?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Okay.
Find
I'm in
out by
trouble.
throwing a tier 3 sub at both channels.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, wow.
Sure. All right, let's get straight into the initiative then. Get your battle musics on.
Oh yeah.
Get some, I don't know, get ready for combat. Do whatever you need to.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. As we're starting this off
Let's get it started.
with a hostile threat, one of your allies. You know, I'm going to grow Nogu as well. Nogu is also enlarging. Appears to have been taken over. Their mind consumed by an entity from the depths, an entity with a hatred for the old tomb, for the Aboleth's arrival, that plans to destroy this entire complex. Bonnie, you were the first one to go as you look back over your shoulder and you can see the small twisting abominations begin to grow, begin to take on this kind of pilly skin and these sunken deep eyes with large fangs growing in their maw. What would you like to do?
Start by going, holy fuck, we've got a shift. So, with that,
Yeah.
hey, straight to the point.
And
With that, I'm gonna try and use my fast hands to open a lock on this door.
But remember, there is no lock on this door.
Yeah.
This is a smooth sci-fi door. You have to
Yeah.
figure out how to open it.
Tried that last time.
sorry. Just
I'm
have to fix that
gonna try anyway.
It's a
My
sidekick
stu-
door.
My steel mirror, slotting it down the side where it looks like the laser would lock it.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
You do so, but you find no crack in order to get your mirror in. It appears to actually be wedged into the walls themselves. It seems to have perfect precision in how this was constructed. Would you like to try anything else?
You can always ask the captain for information, but it will cost a small fee.
Will cost you. Yes, anything else, Neil? Anything you'd like to try? Neil, you there?
He play dead.
Yeah, it's,
He wants to play dead.
I mean, you're about to not have to play dead, given the 5 creatures that are coming up the back passage there.
Oh, kinky.
Easy now. Try killing one of those, perhaps.
I'll
You can,
try
you can
lighting a
spend-
torch to burn the door down.
Just burn the door. Coral, known for its flammability.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So you're gonna do that. I'm also gonna give you the dodge action while you look into this, for the sake of having something to do there. Burp. Bonnie appears to be trying to figure out how to open this door while these growing sea creatures, or growing abominations morphing into abomination sea creatures, are coming down the corridors behind you. What would you like to do?
So let me just double check my things.
Hey, Burp! There's a bunch of random baddies down there.
How far?
And by the way, I'm an artificer. I brought essentially no useful spells, so...
Good to know.
Always great of you to. Yeah.
I'd let people know that ahead of time.
I'm stuck in a
It's
room.
fair.
I don't hear any of this.
I can detect magic.
Who follows that?
Yeah.
The little shit who locked me in.
They didn't lock you in. You teleported.
No.
You teleported in.
Yeah, I didn't even come into the room, buddy. You made your own mushroom.
But it's
Why
Burp's
in it?
turn. Let's let Burp
Yeah.
do a turn.
So, gonna move my 40 foot to there.
Burp's gonna sacrifice himself.
Well, no, it had to end that way.
And
Your sacrifice is duly noted.
what's it there?
And yes, this character is a pirate.
She fucking is.
And then I'm gonna lob my javelin at the one at the end of the hallway.
This one straight ahead of you, or the one behind
Yep. One right at the front of the yeah.
you? Go for it then.
So
Launch an attack. Over New Europe next.
it's hang on, is it within 30 or 35? It's 35.
Let's just say it's in 30 for the simple push it forward there. It was always there. It moves forward just into your reach as you throw your weapon at it.
So that is a crit.
Is it?
And
Okay, yeah,
does,
nice.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
8 damage.
8 damage. Any particular type? Piercing? Is it
Piercing, yeah.
magical? Is it
It's
piercing?
just a standard javelin, just piercing.
If they have resisted to physical damage, we are so fucked.
Then second attack, throw another one.
It is not.
Thank God.
8 damage.
Ah, yes, the seemingly endless javelins that all fighters and
Barbarian.
paladins have.
I'm barbarian.
11, I'm assuming it's going to miss.
Fortunately, 11 just misses as the growing tentacled abomination just moves out of the way. It glances along its skin, not managing to get purchase.
Mhm.
It appears to now have a fully formed maw on its face. Its eyes sunken above it.
Yep, and then bonus action, I'm going to go into a frenzied rage.
Big rage.
Nice, fair, okay. Is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Alright, Overnu, you're up. Nobu, which is now me, will be on afterwards.
Question for you.
Yes.
I forget. Is this door open or closed?
It is closed. It is the same sci-fi coral door as all the
You
others.
didn't quite get to.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna peek out around the corridor. Go. Oh no, Negro! And I'm gonna put myself in front of the door, put myself into chair mode, and hold an action. If I get attacked, I attack. But for all intents and purposes, I look like a chair in front of a door.
Okay. I'll figure out how to do that when I get to the little abomination. Which are now, I guess, big abominations. It is now Nogu's turn, and Nogu, being inflamed by the creature now communicating with it, is going to leave the red circle
I mean, they're not
as they
named.
begin to move forward and move their tentacles out in front of them, waving the spectral forms around them as they dash forward into the room. But that is going to be their turn for now. The captain, it is your turn with the professor up next.
Right, well, the captain is going to walk up this way. Point the big frickin' cannon that he's wielding and take a shot at this one.
All right, go
I
for
thought you were
it.
going to try and shoot the door. It's like, can I move so I don't get hit by a ricochet?
Don't worry, it's technically an antimatter rifle. I don't think they have ricochet.
Still matters to me.
Do
If
I?
you get hit, you'll be disintegrated, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't
yeah, but who's
don't,
going to clean up my dust?
don't worry. There isn't. Don't. We'll use it for something. You'll be a productive member of society.
Yeah, make somebody sneeze.
Kaboom, motherfucker!
Pocket ashes of a dead rogue.
I think I got him.
Oh, yeah.
You got him.
51 damage because it's not in sneak attack
Fucking
mode.
disintegrated.
There's literally a gunpowder explosion. Boom!
Oh my goodness.
Okay, have you not seen
witches love cannons.
Who Vanelli met
Witches
that
love cannons.
You did create a level 5 character.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's still like 68 damage on an animated rifle.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, it is. Don't worry.
61 points of damage.
Don't worry.
Does that
The
splash? Does that go right through the first one and impact this one here?
it's not unaffected by sneak attack because I don't have any reason to have sneak attack at the moment. So
Yeah, well, it's only 61.
it's only 51, isn't it? No, it's 61. I can't do maths.
61.
No, because I let him do splash damage, and the cannon becomes far too powerful.
Yeah, I was like, I'll take it. It makes sense. It's like this is
This
all
is the
portable.
limiting factor.
Yeah, this is a portable cannon. It's not big enough to do splash damage.
The corner of that pool table door is definitely.
Well, I don't think a pool table has a life force and words to apply necrotic damage to. But Captain, is that your turn?
I do believe that to be me turn. Yes.
All right, Professor, it's your turn.
Oh, I'll bonus
How loud is
action
this
dodge.
cannon, by the way.
Very. I imagine it's very
As-
loud.
As even you hear the sound of a cannon blasting behind you, rippling through the walls.
We flash forward to the present, and it was at this point I realized I should probably get out of the room and stop them from destroying the entire complex before we had a chance to retrieve the archival information. So I decided on a ploy. Back in the past. Ass in. I know you can hear me. We will leave. I promise. I will leave and never return. But you are a creature who values information. In the many decades since we last met, much has changed outside of these walls. I will trade you information for a way out of this room. Nothing comes for free. Isn't that right? Because I'm very intelligent.
I would
obviously,
like-
and I would think of this.
I would like to have a scroll and a pen be yeeted into the room out of nowhere towards the professor at their feet, with just at the top, I'm listening.
I see.
Just bounces. The pen bounces off them.
I'm also hovering about 40 foot up in the air because I'm still flying.
Yes.
I am glad to see we can come to an arrangement. In exchange for you closing a valve and stopping the water from splashing into this room, I will answer one question.
There's a
You can't do so until your turn anyway, so you can have some time to think about it. If you want.
there's a really long, uncomfortable pause.
Seems to take about 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It does. James, would you like to take a dodge?
It's a
or
long
anything while you
6
wait?
seconds, though.
I'm gonna hold a dash action Actually, as soon as I see the door, like as soon as the water gets shut off, if it does get shut off, can I hold an action to think as hard as I can in deep speech at the door open?
Oh yeah, the door opens.
That
Okay.
works.
So the captain and Bonnie, Burp is probably not aware, but the captain and Bonnie see the door open.
Bonnie,
Yes.
you're a master lockpicker.
Indeed, I am.
Because yeah, you just see the stream
With a
of jet
straight
of
face.
water and a looming shape on the other side. I
Bonnie
felt
just
The,
that.
says,
the
like-
water has not turned off yet, so there's
Yeah.
still just a stream of water splashing in between the parties.
Perfect.
But I'm going to assume that's your turn for now.
That is, I will answer Assassin's question. If they have one. Yeah, that's right. The onus is on you now, Kaylee. I can't think of in-world information.
As the little abominations nearest to Burp look down at the pile of ash and immediately look up, and with a high-pitched screech, their maws flubbering in as spittle flings out of their open, gaping, toothy maw. They begin running at Burp. And I believe Burp is only 30 feet away. So the first one is going to get to you and attempt to bite at you. Do I have any disadvantage for any particular reason?
Don't think so.
Nope.
No,
And
probably
you
just
haven't reckless or
crashed,
anything.
Other than it makes it more difficult for them.
No, no, don't go reckless because you don't have that on range attacks.
Yeah, that's what I said. So that's fine. So it's flat roll for a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
This probably hits.
Alright, as it comes in with its maw attack, and it does 12 piercing
Jeez.
damage as it gets a solid bite in at you.
Half though.
Yep.
These barbarians.
Garbage. As it is going to squish you into the wall and push itself in. Its body appearing to take on a kind of rubbery-like form. It appears to be taking on a lot more squid-like qualities now, as another one runs in and squeezes in at you. But because of the squeezing nature of trying to bite at you, it is going to have disadvantage attacking.
Okay.
This will be with a +4, so that is another 19 to hit, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Ow.
As it comes in with another bite attack for 10 piercing damage.
Ow.
What's with these nat 4s?
I have no idea. Apparently the gods have decided against Burp. And also, Nargo, can you go ahead and give me a stealth roll, as you would be stealthed for this, and let's see if the little abominations see you behind them.
What is Nargo, by the way, species-wise?
He's on the pile of treasure.
I said, what is he, not where is he? I know
You'll
where he
find
is.
out. You'll find out once.
Oh god.
Also a Warforged, but
Nope.
an animated pile of gems and
He's a gold coin. He's a sentient gold coin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are stealth as little abominations continue running forward, squeezing themselves into this corridor, trying to get a Burp. Clearly just on a frenzy. They're not particularly thinking about what they're doing. They're not using any strategy. They're just throwing themselves down a corridor at you. As that is those ones, and then the little abominations on the left are going to dash down this corridor. I think they still only have about 30 though.
Gotta be an ooze. Nargu, he's gotta be an ooze.
He might be.
As these little abominations start running down the corridor
He's another
after what they believe was over news latest direction. As this one just manages to get around at, unfortunately, the end of their dash action to see a chair.
Looking innocent.
And you, where you are Warforged, or do you give off any smell or sense of life that they might be able to pick up, or do you just smell
No.
polish?
I'm a chair.
Well, I'm gonna give this one an insight check. Go ahead and give me. I imagine. Give me a
Persuasion.
deception check here.
Although persuasion. I am a
Everything
chair.
Charisma is 10.
Performance.
Yeah, I was
But they're not
thinking performance.
Or deception.
I will let you do performance deception. They're both
Yeah.
charisma.
All minus
Charisma.
1, so it doesn't matter.
Ooh.
Oh,
16, though.
oh my god!
That's pretty good.
All right. Now,
You should
this is a
definitely have
contested
advantage
check.
anyway, yeah.
Let's find
Insight.
out if this one. Let's see how insightful
Natural
this
one.
enraged creature is. That is
Oh,
a 12.
yeah.
As a very
You mean
confused-looking
O'Shea?
abomination looks around, not seeing their prey, as that is going to be their turn. Assassin, it is now your turn, and your choice of whether or not you'd like to turn off the water power shooter.
Oh my god, these abominations are basically a D&D party finding a chair.
It's a mimic!
Oh my god.
It's a mimic!
That's They go off and have their own adventure. What is with the chair?
I'd like to get into my little vent position to ask the professor a question, and just be like, yeah, I got a question, if you could answer it for me,
Well,
and this answer does really depend on me letting you live. Why do you suck so bad?
Because I was not designed for sucking.
he is not a Hoover.
Technically, voice in the sky, Hoover is a brand of sucking device. Hoover is a brand of vacuum cleaner. And you meant that in a insulting way, didn't you?
Yeah, I'd like to cast vicious mockery.
I see.
Just a little sting, you know? Just a little jibe amongst friends.
Very well. Let me see. It's a wisdom save.
I think I have to boop it, I think, but...
Well, you can book
Right.
it for roll the damage, but they still have to roll wisdom saving throw.
Fair, right, I didn't know how that one worked.
Tell me that
What is your
succeeds.
spell save DC?
14.
Oh, I just
Just
succeeded.
meat.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, because it is a cantrip, they take no damage.
That's no problem. I just want it to be mean. I just want it to be mean.
I
They don't
see.
fully
I
grasp
can
what it is you insulted them with.
I can
I-
respect that.
I think seeing just the fact that the answer of I wasn't built to be a suction device, and me being like, oh my gosh, these are just absolutely zero brain cell people. Just you hear the pitter patter away, and then the water turns off, and it's like, this isn't because I like you. This is just because I want to see how badly you'll fuck up.
That's fair.
And I see the abominations, do I?
Yes.
Yes, you just look past your allies' shoulders to see 4 squid-like creatures just squeezing in at Burp.
And I think as hard as I can, close the door, close the door, close the door.
Hello,
The door
Professor.
Captain and Bonnie just dive through before
No.
the door closes, Indiana Jones style.
Hello, Professor.
I'm not.
Goodbye,
I'm not
Professor.
gonna think that. We need to destroy these things. I'm not gonna think that.
The door reopens.
Is this door on a motion sensor?
I am controlling it with my mind.
Interesting.
But Assassin, is that your turn? Heals an action, a bonus, object. You got a bonus if you'd like to use it for anything.
I'll use my bonus to toast popcorn, to watch the abomination
Why?
tear them up.
Why?
I mean, just great.
Nargu! I realised when we got to the cabin, I was supposed to give us a description of your character, but we'll do it next time. Nargu, give us a quick description of what the audience sees as the camera pans back over to you.
A tabaxi monk.
Ooh.
And
Disgusting.
with
Respect.
mobile.
Oh, you're fast.
Literally what I like the secondary character I made as well.
And the second character I made for.
Nargu!
Yes, we all want to play Tabaxi monks.
Nargu wakes up and goes, "What the fuck?
You snot.
I wait for yous, and this is how you bring people?"
As Nargu, the advanced scout of the rebellion, scouting out ahead of you, you look over to your left and you see Nogu appears to have been disformed and grown, and now appears to be taking on almost this squid-like appearance, as he too appears to be forming, or they too seem to be forming a maw, almost not quite aberrational, but maybe kraken-like in appearance. What would you like to do?
He was always like that.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yargu's going to move to
She's
here.
gonna leave.
Nope. Nargu's going to move to here. And first action, Radiant Fists.
Hey, you're that monk. Okay.
The one of them in front of him. Nope, that's not going to hit.
Unfortunately not. Just misses and bounces off their rubbery like hide.
Second one.
Laser monk. Natural 20. Come on.
That was the second one, 19. So
19 does
Let's
hit.
not
What's the
come up.
damage?
six
There we go.
radiant.
There appears to be a bit of a
Were you
delay.
hitting the left or the right?
This one. Oop. The one directly.
I'm
The
gonna go with
closest
left
one.
then, okay.
It's because I
Alright.
can select them as well. It's not. I can't ping it. This one on this side.
Takes it. Right.
And I'm going to spend a key point and do 2 more.
Alright, Fists of Radiant Fury, go for it.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Pretty much.
Oh.
It is. That's what it's based on.
A 14 does hit. Deals an extra 10 damage. You have bloodied the one on the left. Let's see if you can get that forfeit.
Finish
And
him.
the extra 10 damage there takes down the leftmost squid-like abomination as it falls to the ground, wailing.
And I'm going to use feline agility and run the fuck back here.
Alright, they're actually diving in, getting a little bit of cover between all these objects on this platform in front
And
of you.
as he runs back, goes, "Go get some!"
Bonnie, it is now your turn. Apparently the door has opened. You're not quite sure what you did, but clearly it was you. And the abominations appear to be attacking Burp. What would you like to do?
First of all, I go, ha! I'm amazing.
I know. I've just told you that.
I'm just confirming it. And I go through into the mushroom. I presume the water stopped, yeah?
Yes, Assassin turned it off. That's the green thing. You're able to easily come in. You can see the professor kind of hovering there in the air with her flying.
Greetings.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing fine.
Good, good.
Now, about those creatures.
Yeah, 2 of them have gone. They've been killed. There's a monk back at the treasure there.
A monk that you recognize as Nargu, your advanced scout and member of your squad.
Yeah, it's
That will
Nargu.
be
Yes.
our advanced scout.
You were
It was
wondering
best
where they'd
Yes.
gotten to.
Or
It
top
was
cat.
best if we did not kill them.
This is us arguing in the present of me going, no, Nargu is my best friend. We hung out for weeks. We shared many tales together. They weren't part of your crew. They're part of my crew. Get it right.
Was there 9 tails?
Well, he's got a bunch of chains on him now. He's got the same thing as Nogu, so he's got a bunch of hot metal
There could be a
chains.
cat of 9 tails.
Okay, but Bonnie, what would you like to do?
That's... I'm in the corner of the mushroom,
Yes,
and I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Very sensible. Alright, Burp, you're up and you have squid-like creatures attacking you. What would you like to do?
I'm enjoying both rogues just dodging on the spot.
So, yeah, so I've got these things on me. Gonna somehow have got my great axe into my hands, and going to. I'm assuming I've got disadvantage to attack.
No. They're squeezing into each other. You're fine.
Okay.
You can't miss.
Yeah. So, regardless, I'm.
You better not.
Technically, you
Yeah,
actually do
regardless,
have
I'm
advantage
gonna,
because they are squeezed.
Oh, in that case, I won't make this.
A very underutilized squeeze mechanic.
So, swing at my axe for a 26 to hit, sorry.
Yep, it hits. You bloody it in one swing.
That does 16, and swing again.
Question for the GM.
Another 26 and a 12.
Suddenly, the creatures are no longer squeezing in as they find themselves with additional space. Their allies dead at their feet. Yes, Bob.
Does the ogre chains and the metal chains that we use, are they require an action to use them, or are they? What?
Yes, you still have to attack with a chain attack, almost like a whip.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
And then bonus attack again because my friends are.
Get him!
But 15 is probably going to miss.
15 hits. They have an AC of
Oh,
12.
15 hits. Okay.
Nice. You hit me the way!
Oh, that should have been advantage, should it? That was only.
No, but I took the 15 anyway for the first one.
Yeah.
And they both hit either way, so.
Yeah. Okay, and then seeing that the door is open, I'm gonna run.
Alright, do you do anything that prevents opportunity attacks?
Nope.
Alright, then this guy's going to try and lunge and eat at you. This will be a flat roll. So a 9 to hit, which I assume misses, as it attempts to kind of bite at your back as you run, but you kind of kick it with your heel as you're moving.
My god, if a barbarian got hit on a 9, that'd be a travesty!
Is that your turn, Burp?
And that's my turn, yeah.
Alright, Overdue, we come to you. The abomination appears to just be standing there confused, looking around, kind of sniffing at the air. What would you like to do? Your ruse appears to be working.
I'm still a chair. Stay in a chair. I'm just holding my action again. But still silly question. Would I have some ogre chains or something from that ilk of stuff?
No, you got
that's right, you
gold
didn't have a
dust.
character.
Yeah, because it was like, do they just have what Overnew had? Because then we've got 2 sets of the Dragon Breath vials. Which I'm totally fine with.
If you can tell them what it does, yes, because I've already forgotten.
It's on the character
through my notes.
It's on the character
Oh,
sheet.
it's not on my character sheet though, man.
Oh, look, Overnew's character sheet is
It's
like,
on roll 20.
Yeah, Overnew's character sheet is actually in roll 20, you can see it. It's the bottom item.
And I will take a look into that, but at the moment I'm a chair and I maintain my chairness.
You maintain your upright position.
Yeah, it's
You have some gold
it's
vapor bombs.
Weakening breath. Okay. Okay,
Right,
I'll stay with that. But I am a chair and I maintain chairness.
it's the best
Okay.
item on the list. Literally I rolled max on the item.
It is Nogu's turn, and the tentacles move over to Nogu as they move towards this chasm. And even though they are spectral, they seem to be lifting Nogu up and carrying them as a wave over into the area. As Nargu, I do not believe you stealthed, right?
I just moved back over here taunting the other ones.
And then unfortunately, Nogu is able to see you. And in
Do the
this
Scrooge
horrid,
McDuck
screeching voice, they point one of the tentacles to you, one of the spectral tentacles.
Yeah, Nargu. All must perish beneath the waves.
Yeah, that sounds like no
And
good.
they,
And
and they are
there he
going to
was.
lash out one of the tentacles that has a reach of 30 feet, which I believe
Trying to
does
push his
make
god's crap on us again.
You... Oh, I can move a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, I have to move him to get over here. So unfortunately, you actually, or luckily for you guys, let's say you're out of reach because you're over 30, and I've already used their movement. So I'm just gonna continue. Like I'm gonna place him on top of this little fountain in front of him with his tentacles around him. As he points one of you, and he's clearly gonna mark you as his target for next round.
Nargu just goes. Nargu goes. Come on, bring it.
Captain, we're back to you though.
Well, shit. I was really counting, Burp, on you standing over there so I could get my extra boost for this cannon. But well, if they come close, I'll just leave. And I fire at the next one.
Alright, go for it. As you come in, and do you only do the one shot? Do you have
I
any
do
bonus
one.
actions?
I do one shot.
No, unfortunately, you just miss.
Can
That's
I...
why I hit their 12.
Nah, I'll save. I was about to say, could I use my destiny, but nah.
That's fair. Any bonus actions or anything?
I am going to bonus action dodge again.
Fair. Then, Professor,
sir.
it is your turn.
I am the professor.
Congrats.
You are.
You have identified your
Oh.
own name.
Are you doing bonus
Yes.
action as a rogue thing or something
Rogue.
else?
Rogue.
Rogues don't get dodge.
Do they not?
They get everything but dodge.
I actually
No,
thought they
monks
got
get
dodge.
Action disengage.
It's a monk thing and it costs key.
I'll just stand here.
You can hide if you go around the corner for next turn to gain
That's
advantage.
what I did.
Yeah, I'll do that, I guess.
Just
Professor,
dived
it's
in
your
the
turn.
room.
I haven't played Rogue for years, so...
Fair enough.
It's me.
Funny Captain Burp.
It is. What would you like to do?
I float 5 foot further forward, and could I use my mana drain, please, for the first time? And I'm going to target one of these abominations. So I reach out my my hand, and it's almost like there's a link between the two of us. And I gain an insight into its defense. Actually, no, hand is too overdone. A little heads-up display flashes across my faceplate monitor. There we go. So if its level or CR is equal to or lower than 8.
Yep.
Well, I gain an insight into its innate abilities and relative power.
Yeah,
First and
you know
foremost.
it's probably... Oh no, these I mostly made these things up for the abominations. You picked the worst one. It's the only one I don't actually have a full stat block for. They're relatively weak. They've got 12 AC and 22 hit points. They have a single bite attack that does a +4 maul. And that's pretty much all I've given them so far.
Okay.
They do not have any vulnerabilities or resistances.
Yeah, they're not.
Okay.
They're not resistant to necrotic or javelins or axes.
Nope, they
so-
appear to be stripped of all their abomination stuff, and I made them little squid creatures.
Okay. So was that still my action to do that then?
I believe so. That is still part of your action.
Yeah.
Then you can follow up with something if you'd like to steal something, or I believe.
Yeah, as part of the same action, I can expend a soul point to seal an ability.
Yes. So
Um,
that would just be your action if you didn't want to continue.
Just
Okay,
tape its
then-
jaws.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna, as a bonus action, then. How is everyone looking? Just out of interest.
Perfectly healthy.
That is looking pretty bad.
Okay, then I will.
I'm good, thanks.
I look like a chair, brother.
I mean people that I can see.
He still looks like a chair.
But that's on 5 HP.
Jesus, dude.
Damn.
I really wish that I had actually... We've got to say how I looked like again. I was actually going, I'll take a step forward because I can do my scout thing, which just means I can free move away, but... Fuck, I will.
Then bonus action, I am going to. It'll just be a healing word on you. Then Burp at second level. 2d4 plus 5, so 9 hit points back to you.
Nice.
And until the end of my next turn, you can use your reaction to grant a bonus to any roll that you make that uses your proficiency, including attack rolls or any saves, etc. Any roll that uses your proficiency bonus. As I empower your essence. Yes.
Nice.
A little tether flies out of a gem, sort of embeds itself in your neck, and sort of gives a quick jolt to your system. And that's it. The gem dissipates into dust. And
Right.
that is my turn. I just back away slightly as well.
After your turn, the abominations go, and they are forced to dash down the corridor, unable to actually get to any of you in order to attack. And the abominations, the crowd in next to Overnew, but very confusedly come to the conclusion there's nobody here and start leaving.
He died in the crater.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Turn to nothing.
But during that, Captain, what do you look like?
Okay, he is a pretty average height satyr. He's pretty damn old. He has a massive white beard, like think Santa level beard. He has a little two-handed like portable cannon. Like he's holding it like a minigun, like that kind of, like they're heavy. And he's wearing like a set of slightly glowing patchwork half plate. Okay. And he has an eye
Right.
patch. He has both eyes, but he has an eye patch.
This is just all the memes.
Yeah. He's a goat
Nice.
man.
Jesus.
I do like the idea that when he has to look at things with his other eye, he just switches the eye patch to the other eye and just continues.
Pretty much.
Like that's my headcanon for how that one works.
Beautiful. Speaking of assassin, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
That was the actual reason for eye patches.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
For night, it's like to go below decks.
it does. It helps you rest your eyes after surgeries and things like that. But I'd like to essentially use my little vent system to just be above the abominations, and I'd like to spit acid down at them. So the player, the people below just hear this horrible, like, cat coughing up a hairball noise, like really, really phlegmy, disgusting noise, and then you just see this like foamy, like green fluid just like splatter onto the abominations and like hiss up with like that sort of like wispy smoke effect.
Remind me, does that target one creature or does it do a cone attack? I think it
It
targets
is
one, right?
one creature or object within 30 feet, 2d10 acid damage at my level, and you may make a dex save for half damage at DC 13.
These are 13. They fail, so would you like to do the front one or the back one?
I mean, have they damaged the front one?
The front one is looking bloody, Jess.
Then I'll do that one.
A
Alright,
kobold!
fair. And it's more of like an acid spit than spray.
Yes.
Alright, roll for damage then.
A kobold! I think your cat's unwell.
How do I roll in the system again?
Slash
There
roll.
should be a little damage button that you can click.
No, there's not because it's a racial feature, there's no button. I can click it off to say I've used it, but I can't actually click it to like...
It'll be in
do
like
an
your
attack.
actions or something. Do you remember what the damage was?
It's 2d10. Oh wait,
just roll
I
me.
got it. I got it.
You had it? Nice.
Yeah.
11.
Alright, 11. Ooh. It has 1 hit point left.
Aha.
That's my action. Do I have anything that I can do as a bonus action?
Do you have more?
Throw something at
Have
it.
another bucket of paint.
You could bond with the professor and ask them another question.
Not as part of the event. No.
You make
No.
small popcorn.
No.
Unfortunately, your lair actions are not bonus actions.
No, they are not.
Throw a pen at it.
And
But if that's you,
yeah, I think it's just I'm just essentially probably a bonus action dash to my next location sort of idea.
Wherever
Alright
that
then.
may be.
then Nargu. It appears that Nogu has taken aim at you. What would you like to do?
Nargu is going to dash up the here to be basically just at the corner. And I'm just going to throw 2 radiant punches towards him. One of the tentacle that's within range, 30 feet.
Now remember, the tentacles are his spectral tentacles, so I don't believe they have hit points anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well-
you'd have to target.
I'm targeting the one that the only one I can now because it's a 30-foot range. So the one that's basically just before the door.
Oh, remember, you crossed him, right? So you could hit him
Yeah.
on the way as you're passing.
Yeah.
So so you could as you're passing him here, you could hit him and then
Doesn't
continue
want to
running.
annoy him too much.
You can split up your movement,
Well-
you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, I'll then throw 2 punches his way as I go past him. So the first one would be 25, so I Definitely, unless you've upped his AC from
Let's up JC by a
14.
shit ton.
his original AC was 14. So unless you've
I
upped,
did up it, but I only upped it to 16.
He is not spontaneously a dragon.
but that's the first hit. We're radiant punch.
Yes, that hits.
Second punch. Another 8 damage.
Consistency.
Consistency, we
it's
like
the
it.
key.
Fix it.
And
Nargu, draw him down the corridor.
Nargu will spend a key point to do Step of the Wind and
RLF.
dash up to end behind the abomination. And go oh shit! Ass! Where's the vent? Where's the vent?
Yeah, I just imagine you like clawing at the wall, being like, "I know you're fucking in there."
All right. As we move over to Bonnie, Burp, you're up next. Bonnie, what would you like to do?
I'll start by asking the professor if they found anything interesting in this room.
Just ignore the combat.
They'll be fine, don't worry about it.
I think we have much more pressing concerns, Bonnie, like the fact that Burp is about to die.
It'll be fine.
If you say so, Captain.
And the tabaxis just ran into the back of another one, going.
Also, Nargu appears to be having a problem. He appears to be clawing at a wall.
I'll dive back into the corridor and attack the closest one with my rapier.
All right, go for it.
Get it.
And
You
fuck.
miss. He's got 1 hit point. God fucking damn it. This thing's immortal.
To be fair, did you use your bonus action to hide last turn? Because you can make a stealth check if you did.
You hide behind the corner. Yeah.
Also, wait. What are you again?
yeah.
You're a rogue?
Yeah.
You the rogue? Yeah.
Where's your sneak attack, actually? Oh, no,
You
you've
know,
got on
these
that.
things. Go ahead and roll me that again. We'll say you had advantage because you're getting used to playing a rogue. And kind of the whole point of rogue is to get advantage as much as you can. Fortunately, the gods are like, no, screw that.
Yes, fuck
No.
you up, fuck you!
No help for you.
These players, he stole the kill so many times, it's coming back on him now.
It is. Unfortunately, that was your attack. You can take a bonus action to hide again if you would like, although you would have to leave their reach as you'd have to get within melee of them. What would you like to do? Or if you have a dagger or something, I guess you'd. Are those is rapier light?
No, technically no.
Rapiers are
I
not
think
like
they are.
that.
I
That
do
is-
have a dagger.
Well, unfortunately, the rapier is not light, so you can't bonus action, but you can disengage and get back behind the wall.
I shall disengage and go back to
Fair,
my
get
little
out.
corner.
Burp, it is your turn. This squid-like creature in front of you is looking pretty weak. What would you like to do?
Come on, but just
So,
kick it.
yeah, I'm gonna go reckless.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Swing at this first one.
As your blade comes in at them,
Yeah.
they're dead.
Roll and damage. Then,
With their 1 hit point left, they dead.
and I think that's me. Yep. I can move up to the other one.
You adding your rage bonus.
Yeah. That's why it's my grey jacks.
Ah, you made it different. That's fun.
Yeah, it's right.
Greyjacks.
Greyjack.
Over New, you're up next. You're going in
Yep,
for a swing now?
Yep, second attack. 20 and 13. And then
damn.
bonus action attack.
Bloody it.
Yeah.
14.
As with its 9 health left, it did.
Berserker, the
As you
DPS.
clear the demons here. Or the abominations.
Berserker, the DPS barbarian.
And then, so I only moved 10 foot there, then I'm going to use my rest of my 30 foot to move up to the professor.
Alright, nice.
Nice job, Burp.
If that is your turn, then we go back to Overnu. Overnu, the abominations appear to be leaving your area, having lost your scent. What would you like to do?
This is an incredibly bad idea. But
Oh,
It's
you're
the
gonna
best
do
kind.
Do it!
like unchair and then chair myself into the corner there.
Just follow them as a chair.
Yeah, just on my action again in case they do anything aggressive towards me, but I just want to steadily follow as a chair.
The one who is moving,
Dude,
who's
I
closest
swear,
to you,
that chair is following us. It's just
Stops.
a fucking chair.
looks back at you. I need you to give me another deception check.
Is that thing?
Does he?
Is that what
Does he have
movie?
advantage?
What movie was it? There was a movie where it's like, was that always there?
Yeah, surely
That's
it should be
every
stealth
movie.
to see if they notice me.
Yeah, to be
Sure.
honest, I'm thinking of
Okay.
like one of the Naked Gun films where the guys dress up. as
I'll
an outfit.
let you do a stealth check if you'd like to not even draw their attention as you're moving after them.
I know.
Since they have no reason to look back.
It was Jackie Chan Adventures. That's what it was.
Fair enough.
Oh, god damn it, 17. Okay.
17 still makes it. They don't have particularly high wisdom.
17's pretty good.
Yeah, 17 would beat most things AC perception. Passive.
Not mine.
Alright, so as you slowly... Yes, but you're a character, not a monster.
I'm observant.
Congratulations. Nogu, it is your turn. As Nogu, the great tentacled avenger, is going to follow after their prey. They can move their tentacle up to 40 feet, 10, 20, 30.
Yay, he's in range.
Ah, no go. This is a no-go zone.
And they are going to can't use their bonus action, so I can use, however, their Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
He's a warlock. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. As instead of the crackling energy that you're all used to Nogu casting, you actually see that they appear to have this spectral wave forming, this almost like ghostly water spilling over itself, forming into a ball, a spout of water, as it shoots towards Nargu for a 22 to hit.
Fascinating.
That's probably a bad sign.
Would I be able to use deflect missile on these?
No, you cannot catch it. It is energy.
Catch the water and spin it around and fire it back.
Hey, my hands are energy.
But you take 11 cold damage
Okay.
Ooh, chilly.
as a second shot fires off towards you for another 22 to hit.
Yep.
For 5 more cold damage. But that is no good.
Well, that's
Captain, it's your turn with the Professor on deck. What would you like to do, Captain?
probably a bad sign. So, sorry about this, guys, but I'm taking this matter into my own hands, and I'm gonna aim my
It is
cannon
fine.
at Nogu
Captain.
and try to blow his head off.
Now, remind me, how long have you known Nogu? Do you have any... What's your relationship with Nogu? This is a member of the squad. You've been on missions together. You're part of the rebellion. I'm sure he preaches about religion too much, or somebody who, an organization that hates religion, but it was their own personal religion and not the divinities, so you gave them a pass.
He never paid me, so I kind of just tolerated him.
Where's that 7 gold?
That's fair. You're hard-edged. You gotta get the mission done.
Bang.
As you smack into them.
Does he have shield?
They do not, but they do have tentacle interception.
Ooh.
Which do I want to use on this? This is pretty powerful. No, I'm gonna save that for melee and physical attack, not magical. They are going to take that 29 necrotic damage.
It's with sneak attack as well.
Oh, you get sneak. Oh yeah, because you stealthed.
Yep.
So 36. As you have bloodied Nogu.
Kaboom!
As the energy pulses through their body. And you can see Nogu kind of come back almost for a moment from whatever is consuming them. They kind of stare at you and they look at you, and you can hear just kind of under breath, kind of echoing it down the corridors.
Have I told you about my sales team?
Yes, you have. I believe we just dealt with them. They also
Professor, it is your turn.
didn't pay me.
Speaking of which, concentration check? Question mark?
I know he's got any spells up, has he?
No, they are no longer concentrating on the abomination. Something else is.
Then
Dun,
the
dun,
professor
dun.
the professor cocks their head to one side, and you hear those who are closest as they genuinely float forward, vision-like. Fascinating. And as my action, I'm going to peer into their defenses. Are they resistant, immune to anything? What sort of things can they do?
Well, I basically just gave them a warlock abilities, but more powered. They have cold resistance now, and as you actually peer in, I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma save, Chris.
Yes.
It's not good.
He's gained a level, guys.
No.
Oof.
Immune to disease and poison. Resistant to poison. If you're going from the original sort of stat line.
He was a Warforged, wasn't he? So yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
It's innate abilities and relative power of its essence.
They are a warlock. They have warlock abilities as well as some tentacle powers and whatever else the Fathom has. I've modified it a little bit because this was just an impromptu stat block. And
can
their
swim.
Eldritch Blast do cold damage and a little bit extra. But as you... and they have an AC of like 16 and stuff. Anything else, I have no idea. But as you peer into their mind, you also feel something else peering into their mind. As you can see that their soul appears to be wrapped by the psionic energy controlling them, dominating them. And as you touch, as you peer through, you can see it there to their soul, but you also see this haze and this connection into it, and you get the feeling of a deep, deep intelligence, a hunger, a hatred. As the image of a kraken appears in your mind, aged and scarred and wise beyond years, but with a tormented lust for destruction and torment.
You are of the original elementals. Fascinating.
No,
And,
you recognize krakens are monstrosities.
Oh, I thought they were elementals.
No, that was the
Oh,
weird
the sea.
elemental kraken that we fought in.
That was
Alright.
just
Crystal
Crystal
Kraken's
Kraken.
an elemental.
Yeah.
It was.
This kraken is one of the original monstrosities of the world,
All right.
with a
Then-
hatred for the fake kraken elementals that have taken over the waters it so prizes.
I am gonna, so that was my action. I'm gonna spend 1 soul point to seal, so it can't use its tentacle interception. I think you said it was.
Yes, they have a reaction where they can block a physical or ranged physical attack.
Cool. Then you watch, actually, just Nargu, actually, from where I am. My entire chest plate splits down the middle and opens up, and my faceplate lifts up, and it's almost like the jaws of a snake unhinging. It gives you that feel to it, as it's almost like, actually in Doctor Who, where the wire sort of leeches the faces off people in that episode, and you watch as all the tentacles get sucked into my form, and just tentacles begin sprouting out of my back, and then get sucked into my form.
Oh, that's lucky.
Nice.
I thought I would have to blow the professor's head off as well because of weird tentacle infections.
This essence is satisfactory.
What's your wisdom and intelligence, by the way?
My intelligence is 20, my wisdom is 16.
Okay. Just for a tidbit, because you're a recurring character, it occurs to you, just a little mental note for later. This kraken seems to despise aberrationals for their kind of dominating off the waters. Might be an interesting, if not dangerous, ally for the rebellion. Just a note for later.
Knock them out. I can study them further in the safety of the lab.
Also, Noku is also under your charge, and it's technically your job to protect all the squad you brought with you.
Yes.
You have the image that the Dark Phoenix might be, understandable, but maybe think less of you if you didn't do everything in your power to attempt to bring them back alive. There's so few good noids these days that are willing to fight for the cause,
That will cost extra.
even if they
It's
constantly
because
talk
there's
about their
very
religion.
few noids in
No.
general.
Nargo is looking a little pissed off because he's been made cold as well.
It's
Is
Fuzz
that you?
are cold.
You just got wet. You just throw water at a cat. Of course he's not happy.
As my bonus action, Chris, I'm going to channel the knowledge of the sealed ability into myself.
You sprout tentacles
Fair.
again.
No, I don't sprout them
Thank
yet.
fuck.
I might, if
It is
the
a-
prerequisite requires.
It's like, okay, so this is an infection. We're gonna have to kill everyone with tentacles now.
Simply
That's
not
only
the
until
right.
the end of your next turn,
Right.
and also it's your reaction to use to intercept every melee, physical, or ranged physical attack.
What do I add to my AC?
You don't. You just negate it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awesome. That's fun.
it reduces the damage, I believe, right?
Maybe I'm just going to do negating it because I don't actually know the exact ability.
Oh, because I have it, because that's my thing. So I could literally just copy
Yeah, I know you're
and
both
paste it.
fabulous.
Yeah.
Also, if you can send it to me, I'll use that because that's
Yeah,
slightly
that's
more
what I mean.
appropriate.
I
don't wanna
could
make-
just literally
Yes,
copy and
Guardian.
paste it to you.
Guardian coil. Right?
What level is it, by the way? Is it just the first level ability? Because the second level, the interception one, is actually the 6th level ability.
It'll be the 6th level because I gave them a little bit of a power boost since
One
they
year.
are being taken over by the Kraken.
Called the Guardian Coil. I'll
One-
pop it in the. Where will I put it actually?
Assuming he's,
Put it in either the Discord or Roll20, either's fine.
I'm assuming he's not level 10, because then it upgrades the ability.
Who knows? Haven't been thinking about it. We're going to assume not because then the Professor's ability wouldn't work. Assassin, it's your turn. Just going to be dead in one more hit. Don't want to think about it.
And my faceplate and my chestplate close up again.
Who's gonna be dead?
Nogu, the enemy who's attacking you.
Oh, and you're
Already
saying
bloody.
that, and you're saying that this person is hosting a monstrosity.
They are.
Well, if I was to take down a monstrosity, I think the Aboleth would be pretty happy with me.
Yeah, especially because this one seems to have a hatred for the Aboleths. Appears to want to destroy your masters.
You do them in high school.
Right, arseholes.
Basically.
I still had movement.
The Primal's High School series.
I'd watch it.
Coming soon to a Crunchyroll description near you.
Yeah, it's Alterra. Alterra, hi.
Altera High. What a spin-off.
Oh.
See, there's the Disney program.
Yeah, that's the Disney program. I want to play it.
Yeah, Taylor, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Hunger of Hadar over.
Hadar?
Tentacle
No.
fight!
Yes.
What am I making?
I've had a dream
I
like
will,
this.
I will do the thing. 1 minute. I think. Yes, you are making a dexterity saving throw of 14 or higher.
14? Alright, just been
Yes.
rolling these. Unfortunately, that's a 20.
Ooh, then I don't know what happens. To be honest,
give me a
it's
sec.
a 3rd level spell. So
Hunger of Hadar.
I don't.
There should be a little button to push it into the chat.
Oh, 1 minute. Where is it?
Do-do-do-do. Open a gateway
Is it-
dark between the realm infested with unknown
Is that-
horrors.
is
24.
that-
Yes.
Is that it casted?
It's
Yes,
original.
I assume it does half damage.
Void creates a warp of the space. Any creature ends. Starts his turn, takes 2d6 cold damage.
And
Or take
takes acid.
acid. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think it's an all or nothing.
I guess.
Actually. Wow.
I guess 'cause it's an area of effect. It's a concentration one, so I guess it's like it's gonna keep happening potentially. So
It's a concentration for
also
up to a
it is.
minute.
And it does
Okay.
also eliminate all light in the space. No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate it.
Oh shit! I can't shoot it.
Yeah.
Can you just have a well?
Neutral.
You just have to hope it doesn't disappear and it doesn't have blind sight.
I feel like this was a bad idea.
Krakens have true sight. Fun.
It'll auto
I'm taking
take
it,
the
true
2d6 cold at the start
Oh,
of its
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Then that's fine. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
and
it's resistant to
difficult
cold
read.
damage.
The dex save is for the
It'll
acid
take-
damage at the end of its turn.
Yes, which I don't need to worry about. Oh, technically, it also doesn't take that until the start of its turn. Now, because it might actually not make it to the start of its turn. What was the radius of that? That was a 20-foot radius.
Yes.
I assume you're just going to cast it on them.
Yep.
Yeah, it works for me.
And let me know if you ever need
Alright.
the rolls for things.
Alright, there's a blackness consuming them. As you can see, black tentacles writhing around it.
I want it to look like almost like a shadow has fallen over the area, like it's pitch black, but the sections where you can see like little bits of light at the fringes of the radius, it's like shadows reaching forward, like almost like ivy.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
You know,
I
I
get.
think I've accidentally gotten rid of the abomination stat block. Some of the abominations go now because they haven't had a chance. They're going to continue running forward. They're going to dash forward.
I'm imagining the
Yeah.
I'm
And I've created a bottleneck.
Nargu, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Oh, you just giving me spell.
Imagine the Hunger of Hadar looks like the desecrated ground that Death Knights used to have in WoW, where it's like it's like black and grey goop.
Narg is a little annoyed and just runs into the darkness where he last seen Nogu. And
Well-
is basically up in his face.
Well, if you don't kill him, good luck, because I'm gonna shoot into there on my when I get around to it. So
If I hit you, it's not my fault.
yeah.
And very pissed off, Tabaxi is saying, and Abyssal saying, I don't like War Nogu!
So if I shoot them both,
Alright, now, question for you. Nogu was given a little bit of true sight by his new patron that's taken over him. So can actually see through magical darkness.
Oh no.
So any attack against them will have disadvantage.
No.
It
I just
Yeah,
made it a lot
also-
harder, but well,
also-
that's kind of my job this week, so that's fine.
yeah. Also, since you're fully within the area, Bob, you're blinded.
Yeah.
thankfully he was already in darkness anyway, so it didn't matter if he's blind.
Mm.
But yes,
Okay.
Nargu, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take strikes at him.
Alright, remember
Just
these will be at
punch in
disadvantage.
whatever direction and hope for the best.
And it's difficult terrain as well, remember.
I've
A
got
16
50.
still hits.
I've got 50 foot of movement, and I can use a key point to increase my movement anyway.
No.
Alright. It hits. You punch something in the face.
And then second one.
It hits again.
Really consistent.
You punch something in the face again.
Okay. Wait, how much movement would I needed to go?
All of it. I've
20.
counted it. It's all your movement to get there.
Yeah, it was 50 back to where I was.
15, 20.
Yes, unless you have 50 movement, you'd have had the bonus action dash there.
55.
I've got 50 movement.
Tabaxi robe.
Oh,
But touch
then
smoke.
yeah,
I've
technically
got-
you get
I've
just there.
I've got mobile, so. And
Then yeah, you didn't need a dash. You have just enough, even with the difficult terrain, to just get within reach.
Okay, I will use my key point, the flurry of blows. Actually, I will stunning strike on one of those.
Ooh, okay. Well, I wasn't making concentration. Not concentration.
Conserve.
Constitution. I'm still gonna do the random D4 extra here. So a 14. What's your DC?
Please be 15.
Gotta be around about that, yeah.
Stunning strike, DC 12.
Oh.
Fortunately,
Isn't it?
makes it on the stunning strike.
Alright. So that's 2 points, and then I have to spend because I'm doing flurry of blows as well. And 2 more hits.
Alright, he's at disadvantage to see what happens.
Because he is very not happy that he got splashed with water.
You might get splashed by acid, man.
As a cat owner, this
Ooh,
seems
unfortunately,
legit.
Just misses.
Right, Rick?
Now,
You just beat him to death.
Nogu has 2 hit points left.
How many?
However, he would have used his reaction to reduce the damage. But since the professor sealed it,
yeah,
how would you like to knock Nogu out?
He's just like repeatedly going punch, punch, punch. You know how much I don't like water. That's why I have this ring. He's
Oh, so you can walk on it?
yeah, I got a ring that allows me to walk on water now. I ran here. I didn't want this.
You do know this is an underwater facility.
Damn it.
To be fair, you could have gone down if you went through this is the lower levels, so if you went through the higher levels, you had to take the difficult route down.
Yeah.
Because everyone else is like, oh, we're going to scuba dive in, and you're like, no, I'll go ahead, I'll scout. I'll take the long route in.
Yeah. Because I'm the
Oh,
fastest.
Because you hate water.
I'm the fastest one as well.
Well, that's
And as you knock Nogu out and they begin to shrink down, you all feel the pressure on your mind you didn't even realize was there until it was lifted. Suddenly, you can feel yourself being able to think again. This buzzing static, this pressure pushing in on you vanish as the presence that was infecting Nogu retreats away. As the abominations that they were controlling disperses into a watery ash.
Does the
world
hunger of
goes
Hadar stick
silent.
around?
Asa, stop it!
yeah, Assas was concentrating on it, so it.
That's fair. Assas, do you stop concentration on hunger of Adar?
I mean, what's in it for me?
You don't know he's dead. You also don't know he's dead.
It's Nargu who's shouting at you,
Yeah,
going.
that's what,
Yeah, I imagine Nargu
Yeah.
is telling you all this.
yeah, but like, yeah, I'd like, Assassin being like, what's in it for me? Not
You
you.
know-
I like this kobold.
Nargu says, Nargu says, I'll play with you later. We will find more shinies.
Fine, but you owe me at least. And like, you hear like counting 6. This is worth 6 shinies as the spell drops.
You could probably go for more than that.
But yes, with that, we
Negotiations
drop
are
out of
ongoing.
initiative. You guys
Narg-
do whatever the hell you want now.
Nargu's not very charismatic. He doesn't care. He's necessarily the king cat who's sent on scouting
He just wants to
missions.
get dry.
As I fly towards the duo of Nargu and Nogu, Bob, you son bitch.
Nargu, Nogu.
I
I feel like it's appropriate that Bob knocked their character out with their new character.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I had an alternate story for that I gave Chris for what the whole point with Nargu and Nogu was, but
Well, the grey gem on my chest flashes, and Nogu is spared the dying. Spare the dying did.
he wasn't. I didn't kill him. I
Yes.
just don't
I
like
saved
water.
You see the little kobold essentially like plop down a little wet splotch, and he's just like, I see, you're preserving them for later. Good job.
Iron Man style turn around. My hand flashes up, and it is
Yeah.
you, Assassin.
He's made out of metal. He's not edible.
I don't
No,
know.
no. Remember those bugs we found last week and they looked like they were metal, but once we smashed them open, there was really good goo inside? I think it's like that. There could be good goo inside. There's only one way to find out.
I just pour a cup of honey and hand it to Assassin from my alchemy jug that I've made. Go, here you go. Please do not disembowel the Warforged. Yet, at least. Here you go. Here's something to tide you over.
Nargu,
What is
I'll see a
have you
chair
formed
on your peripheral,
friendship
just sitting there
with
next to the wall.
It's kobold.
It's very sweet.
I like to think like Assassin turns around and just like I have never seen a chair that sits against that wall before. Why would we need a chair that sits against that wall? It's not someone
Clearly,
just
It's
what?
not practical.
clearly it was in storage.
If you tell us where the
Cipher.
cipher code can be
Archive.
found, the archive can be found, I will tell you a secret about that chair.
I will also, to sweeten the deal, I will also offer in 1 gallon of mead. No, not mead, rum. That's what pirates drink.
I like the fact that you're bargaining already. I appreciate this. You've actually come with me with an offer.
You are outnumbered 4-1. We could simply tie you up and control your mind.
Yeah, that worked out well for you in the beginning, didn't it?
To be fair,
And now you are surrounded.
Sure. Yeah,
She-
I am,
but she-
aren't I?
She has all the shinies, though.
Also, you're standing on Harold.
I just raise
I
my
look down
hoof
at
and
my
look.
feet.
I raise my hoof up and go, that's gonna take a while to get out, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Harold really clings.
Hmm.
He's
This
a
This
really
is why
clingy
I
friend.
fly.
Does anyone have
I
any
do not-
hoof polish?
I do not wish to stand on anything in here. It feels like everything will be either sticky or sharp. Haley.
What's wrong?
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Anyway,
Hmm.
I don't know what's in it for me. Like,
1 gallon
think-
of rum.
I don't think you can activate all 5 beacons anyway to get into the archives. So I think you're pretty much screwed either way.
How do you activate all 5 beacons?
I think you are much cleverer than even me, Assassin. I admit defeat.
Yeah, good job. You gonna get back in the water and get the fuck out then?
I would wish, however, to see your great intellect,
Huh?
so
You do?
I may praise you and sing tales, sing songs, play, sing, tell tales of your greatness.
No, don't let him sing, don't let him sing. Ow!
It's fine, I'll just play the triangle. And I literally pull out a triangle with a little, like...
I
I
thought
like-
you were
I
going for
actually
an
like-
accordion.
I like the idea of Assassin being like, oh wait, I play the triangle too, and they pick up the ball handler on the pool table and start
The
like
ball.
whacking it. Look, I don't fucking know what that thing called. I don't
It's
do
called
sport.
I think it's a rack or something like
Oh,
that.
no, I like
Yeah.
ball handler.
Ball handler. It handles the balls.
It's a rag.
I mean, it's
It describes
exactly what it
the
says on the tin.
purpose. Yeah.
The chair
Yes.
has moved closer
What?
to you.
What do you
I
say?
swear this
Ass
chair is
in.
getting closer to me, and
It's-
I don't. Am I going mad?
It's just
Harold,
your
are you saying
imagination.
this shit?
It
Alright, while you
is
guys are
a
chatting,
chair.
Bonnie and Bert, what are you guys doing up there in the north?
Burp is like looking around at the mushrooms.
Did your
Seeing,
rage drop?
yeah, it's dropped and I've got level of exhaustion.
Oh yeah, you're
Another
frenzy, aren't you?
2 levels
No.
exhausted.
I don't
Yeah,
think you
you
frenzy
got a
was.
disease.
Yes, I do. This is my second level of exhaustion.
Oh, I didn't realise you frenzied
You
last
got
time.
one. No,
I
they
got-
got poisoned.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
They got sewer fever.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Do I even-
So my
Advanced.
speed is now halved.
They've got the flu and they've stayed up, basically having a massive rager.
Could I root around in the treasure pile and pull out this like absolutely like bog water level looking absolutely atrocious liquid that has this like almost slimy texture to it, pour it into a mug and like hand it to Burp and be like, oh yeah, trust me, it looks bad, but it's a really good hangover.
Well, that depends where if Burp is still up here in the mushroom.
Yeah,
And
Burp's still up
that's
in
why I
the
was
mushroom.
asking them.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, so they're not near you. So what is Burp and Bonnie doing?
So Burp is looking around at the mushrooms and like pulling bits off of them and eating them.
God's sake.
I'll deal with that later.
That's a problem for the future.
I mean, so
For the
far, I
future.
think Burp has consumed both Harold and the mushrooms.
He's gonna turn into the next enemy, and that's how all the party members die. Each one
Bonnie
just
looks
turns
at
into some
Bart.
other monster.
Face palms.
He turns into like a cordyceps thing from The Last of Us.
And then shouts down, so, what do we do now?
We
Where do we
keep
get
our
these cipher
voices
codes?
I don't know.
Anybody?
Didn't get time to explore. Talking with Assas.
How long have you
Come
been here?
down the corridor. We should not be shouting in an enemy base.
On a stealth mission.
We're
On
going
this
on a
stealth
stealth mission!
I will fireball you all.
Well, these mushrooms don't need cooking.
Then you have to pay the insurance fee. 30,000 gold.
I faked tax records before. I can do it again. I'm not aligned to
Is this
any of
player or character talking?
Legally,
It's
the
clearly
character. Legally,
It's clearly the character.
for legal
Yes,
purposes, it is
the
the character.
character.
For
What
legal
do you
purposes,
say?
all players currently pay the adequate amount of tax they are legally
pay too much
required to
tax.
pay.
There.
We're not
This
giving
is
Cara
fantasy roleplay. This is fantasy roleplay for me. Actually underpaying tax. Oh damn it! What do you say? Ass in. Do you wish for your immortal tale to be told of how you are smarter than the professor?
I mean, I've never heard of you before, really. Like, what tales have gotten back here? As like you know, like you actually have to be famous for that to be like an actual worthwhile thing.
No.
Can
No
can I
Google.
can I bullshit a tale?
No Google goes up to Assas and goes, "He's shit. He can't sing."
Nogu's unconscious, Bob.
Nargu.
The other
Sorry.
one. Even you're getting fucked up with your own character.
Yeah.
Fine. What I'm willing to bet is that you're gonna go around, you're gonna have a look about, and I'll let you have a look about, but you're not gonna be able to figure anything out. And when you return to this room and you go, oh no, we can't do it, I get to laugh in your face. How about that?
That seems fair.
I won't throw any more goo at you, but I might still set bees on you, because that's fun.
No more bees.
I don't know. I
how
quite
about
enjoyed watching the bees. Bees are always a good shout.
See, I agree. The captain's speaking more and more sense. Why is the captain not the leader? That seems like they're much higher rank than you. This makes no sense.
They came here on my boat.
We're on the water. You're a sea captain. Like,
It's
what
an
are they
undersea boat.
Nargu would
No,
like
it's
to
on the
rifle.
surface. We dive down from it.
Nargu would like to rifle through Assassin's bag or something. Well, she's not in. See if she.
What bag?
I'm gonna.
Which
oh,
bag? There's
Yeah,
lots
no,
of
I don't
flying about.
have a bag.
Or
Everything's
pockets or
around
something.
me in a huge pile.
I had.
Whatever.
Nargu better be careful.
Nargu is.
Look, I
trying
don't
to-
even know if they're wearing clothes. I'll be honest here. I'll leave this between you and Assassin.
Assas, do you have anything that on you that I could rifle through and find information off of, because I'm a spy.
I'm also
My
gonna.
job is to steal.
No, I prefer the idea that I've forgotten that you were a spy because you've been here for so long. So I've just like we've been having like like dinner lunches. I've been making like popcorn and shit. We've been hunting around and just doing random shit around the base. That I've just randomly been telling you stuff that I shouldn't have because I've kind of forgotten that you're an enemy.
It's like, oh yeah, you're a spy, not my roommate.
Yeah, I just assumed that you're my roommate at this point. So I'll leave it up to Chris of what knowledge I would have casually given you.
Well, as you know, the treasure appears to be bundled around and lying on top of this large mechanical console that appears to have a slight edge in the floor. And as Assassin has previously told you, is the elevator down into the archives.
Yeah.
As they've been pulling up all these valuable relics from the archive of anything that looks shiny, and has been creating their own hoard pile.
Yeah. It's shiny, and I'm studying it
I can
by
res-
sleeping on top of it
I
to
can res-
imprint its memory on my body.
I pull out a deck of cards and start another game.
Yeah.
Oh, deal me in!
Is it just turning into the professor trying to do a mission while we all play poker in the main room?
I'm trying to
wish,
just.
But as I've told James, the clues won't activate until the entire parties are in the room.
Oh dear.
Flash into the present day. I wish I could say that this was the first mission I had gone on with these people.
I'm trying.
Unfortunately, it was
yeah.
not.
Hey, I imagine you hired the captain because the only person you know who owns a boat.
And then
They were the
Assassin
only
goes,
people
Oh,
suicidal.
and Burp,
enough
go ahead and
to
give me a
take the
wisdom
job.
saving throw while you're eating mushrooms.
Oh my god.
Another one.
Wisdom save, yeah?
oh.
Yep.
Assassin flashes forward to be like, oh yeah, so we played like 6 games of cards. I won them all. As I always do.
Oh, in the future, I say, let us skip over the portion of the adventure that we are retelling, where you all dossed around for a few hours.
It's been like it's like a day later.
How long did your thing last, James?
It's a +2 until the end of my next turn, and it's only something that you have proficiency in, which I don't think wisdom saves are as of now.
No.
Yeah. Like an attack,
there are
it would have
limitations.
had you missed an attack by 1 or 2, you could have added it to the attack. That's the fun of it.
I don't think you would entirely have beaten me all the time because I got.
But yes, let me do a round robin here of what's happening.
would-
Burp, as you are consuming mushrooms, you begin to get a slight buzz and haze going on at the edge of your peripheral mind as you start to hear whispering this deep speech around you. You can't quite make out the words, even if you do understand the language, which I don't know if you do. Burp, do you understand deep speech?
Double check. No.
Sure. Then you definitely can't understand it, but it's kind of that mumbling, kind of on the edge of your hearing that you couldn't make out the words even if you did understand the language. As there appears to be a psychic imprint in this room, some sort of a strong emotional memory in this room, lingering between the mushrooms and the moss. And now that you've consumed it, you can kind of feel like you're almost tapping in, almost like a ghost of a memory in this room. But
Tapping
it's
into the
just
mycelium network.
yes, it's just out of reach. As we move south, the party's having a great time going through all of the archive items that Assassin has drudged up to build their hoard, anything of any shininess, including a mummy's sarcophagus, a picnic table with cards, a piano, and a variety of other items, as we can see here. The actual console that everything is kind of dumped upon, as they apparently have also just been keeping the hoard on the elevator, has a large central node to it, a glass orb in the center with these 4 copper arms kind of stretching out in each diagonal with their own orbs on it. It seems to be some seems to form some part of the control mechanism of this elevator. As we move south to the professor, who, let me describe to you the first room you're at first.
What, are
Yeah.
you in this game as well, Bonnie? Mine was
No.
mine was to see if I could get away with cheating whilst playing cards.
We're all cheating.
Essentially,
I'm
the
trying
professor
to
is just
next stuff.
I know. Professor, as you come into the
Looking
southern
around.
room and you open into it, not only do you find the musk smell of moss again in this room, as it is everywhere, permeating this this watery, this kind of wetness in the air that seems to just be ripe for the moss to grow. You come into what appears to be a room filled with tables and scrolls of old aging paper, as well as kind of shoe boxes lining the walls with a variety of scrolls in them, each of them in a variety of languages with some form of encryption. But in the center of the room, there is this large fountain that the moss is growing around, and in the center is a orb, and just sitting underneath the orb is a box with, I believe, 5 keyholes in it, which I need to actually bring this up, as this is part of the puzzle in the room.
Yay,
they're
we
just
found a puzzle.
they're just
Found a
they're just
puzzle.
taking notes. They're just taking notes on the puzzle and essentially will. Yeah.
Are you still as a chair?
Yes, you find the strange box that has multiple keyholes, each of varying size around it. And I don't think there's anything other discerning about the box itself. Let me just double check my notes, though.
Is it? It's just a regular ass box. There's no. It's not arcanite or like it's just wood or something.
It appears
not
to
a-
be
the
made
box is-
of a strange, almost or psychedelic metal that seems to be kind of oily in its reflective properties. You're not actually entirely sure what it's made out of. It seems to be concentrated thought.
Can I use my soul thing on it to peer into its?
Unfortunately, no,
Nature.
for the box does not have a soul.
Hmm.
By which I mean it doesn't have a stat block.
Yeah, I meant rather than touch it, I look to analyze it, but I can't. Never mind. Fascinating. Have you ever
but yes.
seen a material like this over new? Turn back towards you.
But yes, that
Don't
is
you know
the
chairs
first
can't
round.
speak?
We are back to the party. What would you like to do?
I'd eventually do like a flash forward of just like, yeah, we won all our games, and then
Hilariously, I think the Woolen Beard was actually winning, hilariously, because he was cheating, and he beat the other person cheating.
yes, but you see, even if that's what factually happened, Assassin is telling the story, so therefore they won every single game without fail. It was easy, and then was just like everyone just had to give up playing because I was just too good.
And they all stood up and all
In,
clapped.
in
Yes,
said
exactly.
game, Bonnie was trying to just nick stuff lying about. Well, everybody was distracted
Oh,
with
here's the
the
thing.
cards.
Here's the thing. Woolen
Narco
Beard.
looks at the captain and goes, "You're cheating!"
No, you're cheating.
I seen that.
I've seen you cheating. You're just really bad at it.
They just ended up in an argument.
Yeah. Also, the captain is totally gambling, using the money in the hoard. By the way,
Yeah.
he's not used any of his own money. He's just picked up someone else's money.
Bonnie's just trying to pocket
said-
whatever he can.
Assassin, he's cheating. Tell
Yeah,
him.
we're all cheating. This is how this works.
No,
This is how
I'm
the
just
game
stealing
works.
stuff from the horde.
Yeah. As
Nothing
we
to
say
do with
that,
the game.
The captain pushes over a cup of rum towards Assassin. See, exactly.
Damn it! I thought I was better at cheating. Yeah.
You need more practice. You need a few more decades in you.
Oh, shouldn't use cards and stomach.
When you are
No,
quite
definitely a bad
finished,
idea.
I have discovered things about the rooms to the south. One appears to contain a Nothic, another a chest with 5 keyholes.
I want to see this. Yeah,
would-
do it.
I was supposed to be looking for things.
Yeah, but also I want to see you all fail. So check it out.
Any-
Yell on it.
Any reaction from the present day party when I mention the Nothic room? Question mark.
None from Alvina, but on the mention of chest, a lot of attention.
When
Very well.
I think Alvina, when they hear anything about the horde pile, is sitting going, need to go back
Yeah,
there.
she's asking questions. She's like, so this horde pile, where did it end up, actually? If you don't mind me interrupting the story.
Is it still
That
there,
is-
or-
That is not of importance.
I was also not
It is
asking you.
hidden.
I think you find it.
Well,
Bonnie's pockets.
Oh, for God's sake, stop trying to take everything that's not nailed down. Get back to your story, Professor, please.
I take it if it's nailed
Hey,
down
it's
too.
my story, and also you can know where the treasure is for a price.
Here's another orange.
But you can't pay it.
Here's
I will
another
take
orange.
another orange.
Here's
It will
another
be a big
orange.
deal.
I have a airship. I don't care about your trivial piece of gold.
I do.
I know you do, but you're a hoarder.
I am not
So
a
they're the
hoarder, I'm an
party.
acquirer.
Anyway, so there the party and I were in the chest room.
Oh.
Apart from Nogu, who is still unconscious.
That's
Who was
it.
lying on top of the sarcophagus.
Bert wondering
and
why the
Bert.
Russians are shouting at him.
Look,
Ah.
Assassin
The
comes
person
in
is
and
currently high.
basically...
Nerger runs up to get Burp. Burp!
Oh,
Why does
shit.
everything taste purple?
Ah.
Oh, it tastes purple! Give me
a
one!
Very, a very confused look from the cat person who ran up and goes, oh.
I have a cure
Cut.
for that!
Looks at the floor. Maybe floor?
No, I have a cure for that. I know
Unless
the
you-
cure for when things taste purple.
Unless you came running up with me, because I got a lot of movement, so I ran up there.
Mine's faster than average, so I'll catch up.
Eh.
I'm getting too
Sound
old.
echoes.
Let's go! Go, 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 go!
Yeah.
A very impatient cat is like poking at the Burp to move him down. This way, this way, this way.
And while we're running back, I just pour a cup for my alchemy jug of yellow paint and go, drink this. This fixes everything tasting purple.
He drinks it. Ah, it tastes mauve now.
Exactly. You're no longer tasting purple.
It's a fair point.
Dry. Move. Or go somewhere easier.
You're steadily going into like jowl voice, by the way,
I
Paul.
don't know. I'm trying to keep it sort of cat-like, but
Yeah, you go.
it's hard. Move, no go.
Move, Naga.
Just no.
We
Just
could
move.
burn their flesh. No one would know. No one would know over new. We could just leave them. No one would know. No one questions when flesh dies. No one questions it. And you're a chair. No one will believe you. No one will believe you.
Sophia, Naga.
Oh, yeah.
It's greatly appreciated. Hope you have a fantastic day.
Do we move Nogu out of the way, or do we bring him down with him?
No, just leave him on the sarcophagus.
Try-
Yeah, in it.
You just open it, close it,
polite.
nail it up.
Assassin, I bet you know all about this room.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would wish that I knew more than you, but alas, I do not.
Yeah, you're a real scrub.
Can I? Is there
As
is there any
Scrub
kind of
is
wood?
a boy who can't get no love from me.
Is there any wood around here?
The tables would be made of wood as well as the little boxes that
No,
contain
no
all the
scratching
rules.
posts.
Nope. Carpenter's tools. I'm gonna try and make some keys out of the carpentry. The wood round here, going. Thinks
Okay, you start carving some keys out of wood. Random keys.
Well, I'm gonna try and pick the
I was
lock.
about to say, I'm just gonna go try and pick the locks as well.
Alright, there are 5 keyholes, each of which appears to be a slightly different size to each other, but apart from that, there's no other markings on them.
Because I got proficiency in thieves' tools and carpentry tools, so I'm gonna try and make the keys that fit these things.
What a coincidence, Bob! So do I! Weirdly enough, I also picked carpentry!
Is there anything on the walls, Chris? Any sort of relief that might give us a clue as to how to solve this puzzle?
Also,
I look at the captain and go, help!
sure!
No, it's just a box.
Let
And
me-
a bunch of scrolls.
Let me try and
And
open
the
this.
table.
Let me
And
try
a
and
bunch of
open
inks.
first.
And what appears to be old chains attached to the bottom of the tables that are broken and decayed and kind of rusted, no longer in use.
Could I look at some of the scrolls?
But also,
Yeah, as you open them up, they are incredibly delicate, but with your fine hands, you unscroll them carefully, and they appear to be inscripted transcripts words.
by the way, Chris,
Encrypted
what,
transcripts.
does the thing with the keys on it,
The box.
yeah, the box, does it have any hinges or anything, or is it just the keyholes?
That is just the keyholes.
Okay, so yeah, I will try and pick them then.
Alright, go ahead and give me a lock picking or a thieves' tools check. Do you have proficiency with sleight of hand and thieves' tools?
Yes, I do.
Then you may have advantage.
20.
Alright, give me a charisma saving throw.
That's not good. Is this a magical effect?
I mean, no, it says
It
the
did,
chest
yeah.
wants the chest wants.
It's
to
actually
Yes.
investigate you.
It is a magical effect. Technically, it's psionic, but for the sake of your ability, it's a magical effect.
Okay, I have
And
advantage.
then-
15.
And then the captain was sucked inside of the chest.
As the captain blinks out of existence and vanishes.
Wow.
The captain, you find yourself in a small, dark demi-plane
Oh my god, I
where
got
you
it
will
right.
wait for 1 minute.
Burp is going over to the. Is it a fountain?
Yes, it is a fountain. There's an orb in the center of the fountain. The water is still and kind of got a little bit mossy because this is where the moss is fucking growing from. And the box is sitting
No,
on
it
a
was
little
where
platform
Carol
just
was
underneath
going.
the orb platform.
Right. Burp dunks his head into the fountain.
You do so. Give me a perception check if you're opening your eyes, or if you're not opening your eyes, it feels old and lukewarm.
Burp, stop drinking the water and stop eating
Feels
everything
clingy
in
to
this
skin.
room.
Put his head in the water.
Yeah, Professor doesn't believe you.
He's getting all the paint off his head.
But are you looking around in the fountain, or are you literally just ducking it in for flavor?
Just dunking it in because he doesn't like what's happening.
No, that's fair. Then yeah, the water clings to your skin, almost like it got a slightly oily texture and nature to it.
Was there
But
any
apart from that,
writing?
nothing else happened. On the box, nope,
Uh,
it's just a very lovely oily box with
Oh,
5 keyholes.
I was talking to Burp when they removed the when they removed their face from the
When
Oh,
it
wall.
no.
surfaced.
He hasn't resurfaced yet.
I looked down at an invisible watch. Oh, that's right. Noids
No.
need to breathe. I pull you out.
No, moves back away from. No,
Is-
Guru moves back as he sees the water splashing up. Ow!
Is there any writing on the bottom? In the previous room, I discovered writing on the bottom of the well.
Did you write something?
I would again just really like I want is illusionary script vocal? I'm wondering if it is. 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't actually. I don't know.
Yeah.
Illusory script, I think you need to actually write it.
No,
It'd
it's
be minor
not.
illusion.
It's communication.
open the box.
No, it's SM. But
It's
no, it's just it appears, and you just touch it and it appears. Hmm.
But no, Burp is just staring at you blankly, like it's the first time he's ever seen you. And then
Have
he,
a
like,
proper look.
And then, before you
I
do that,
push
he
your
like
face
kind
into
of.
the wall.
Before
What
you
a
do that,
bud.
he strokes his hand down the front.
While
of your
you guys
face.
discuss, I'm going to take a quick 5-second break.
Yeah, sure.
Have fun.
Why
I can use the bathroom,
are
so I'm
you-
gonna go to the bathroom
You've
while my
disappeared
character's in
anyway.
his demi-plane.
Narco's looking at Assassin. Did you write something down there?
Of course they did. They
I'm just like I'm
made
elbowing
motion to me.
Narku just to be like, hey, don't give away my secrets. I know, like, that pranks are pranks.
Mm.
It's a good prank. Let me have this.
Goes and goes to over and over and starts to go sit down.
You
I'll
sit
let
down
you-
on Overnu.
Thinking it's a chair and is going to try and sprawl out like a cat.
Overnew just stands up.
No, I'm down for this. Go for
No,
it.
no, no.
Go, King Batman.
Just sprawls out over the chair going, ow.
Remember, you can ask me for a hint anytime. I'm very helpful.
That is factually incorrect.
You haven't tried.
Uh,
You haven't tried yet. You don't know
Very
yet.
well. Can we have a hint?
Yet.
How much will it cost? More information?
I would like.
Does anyone have anything on them that is like, just kind of random?
I've got darts. I got a dart. Like, I got this. Throwing a dart up in the air.
Oh,
Would you like-
Trade me a piece of information. Who do you work for?
Classified.
Sorry, that's me.
Burp
Apologies.
points to the robots.
Apologies. That information has been wiped from my servers.
I feel like you're lying to me.
You don't know.
Yeah, I don't. That's the problem.
No, that's me saying you don't know.
Yeah, but
You can find them.
I can still feel like you're lying to me.
I am very difficult to read.
Yeah, which is why I feel like you're lying to me.
Alright, I'm
Yeah.
back.
No, you gotta pay me. Give me something important. Give me a piece of information that I don't already know, and you get a hint. That's how this works.
A piece of information you do not know. It would take far too long for you to list all the information you do know, and then to extrapolate the data from there, that which you do not know.
At this point, the captain returns, by the way.
So I cannot therefore know that which you do not know. Error, 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 error.
Error
Walks up and punts him in the side of the head.
Thank you. Apologies.
Ow.
I've always wondered if it would do that. That's quite fun. Yeah.
Please stop it. Ow.
So,
That is information I did not know. I overheat when faced with a logic problem of that sort.
so, pose me this.
You can have my favorite
I'm
crowbar.
like tapping my, I'm tapping my foot as I'm thinking about something.
Your squelchy ass squid foot.
Yeah, like you're just hearing like squish, squish, squish.
Okay. So I would like you to pose me this. This statement is false. Is it true or false, Professor?
In the future, the professor breaks down.
Again, just get
And then you
barking.
have to flashback.
As the professor glitches out for a couple of seconds, I'm like turning around to everyone else and going, "Oh, by the way, the hint is if you turn around 3 times, touch your toes, reach up to the sky, and shout, 'I'm a big dingus,' it works."
Have I blinked back
And then
into existence yet?
Insight check.
I
Wait,
don't
yeah,
I don't have toes.
Future me is insight checking that too. Because if this is what you're saying in the future, us, I gotta go in there with Dr. Zarmir insight.
believe
You believe it!
Apparently the paradox really shorted you.
Yes,
it broke
yes, it
down.
did.
Broza
That
actually
is
broke down.
perfect. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say my concentration drops at that point, and I just fall to the ground and fall sideways out of my fly.
The let's see your deception check then.
The captain might
Okay.
believe you.
Well, this is more the future me of Dr. Zarmir.
Oh, you're actually
seeing if he
rolling
believes
zombie.
that.
Actually, yeah, I'll fuck it. I'll roll for Alvina.
I feel like Nargu is willing to go along with my bullshit, so
Yeah.
wouldn't it question it? 1 minute. Where the heck? I can't read. There we go.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Dr. Zarmir is
That's
just
incredible.
Alvina!
going,
Alvina doesn't buy it either. That 15 was Alvina.
Oh my
Zarmir.
god, that's delightful.
Natural
Zarmir's
one versus
Wow.
We both
Face
rolled that
palm.
once. That's perfect.
just face
That's
palming, going,
So
really?
delightful.
You told them that?
Did they both just pass out? You told them the lie, they both failed so badly they both pass out from the effort of the lie.
No, I feel like instead I lie so badly that
You believe it.
I believe it myself.
Yeah.
You yourself, yeah, that actually, it sounds like the truth. Under zone of truth, that will come up as true.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately,
You
feel-
gonna get on it? Come on, guys, get on it.
I don't
Yeah,
have
feel short
toes.
out.
I'm kind of short on one of those particular requirements for that, so I'll let the rest of you do that.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. The prerequisite is you gotta have toes. Sorry, Captain.
It's fine, it's fine. No, it's not personal. You weren't the one that designed the trap.
No, I wasn't. If it makes you feel any better, the aboleths don't have toes either.
Ah, that makes sense.
Nargu just starts doing it for the fun of it.
But,
Because
you
he's
know,
he's going along with the joke.
Oh, the captain's fully not bought it in the slightest, but he really wants the others to do it. So
you think about what these puzzles are for, that makes it so much better. The aboleths don't have toes either.
yeah, it's like it's fine, it's fine. I understand, perfect.
Wait, how did they access the archives? Yeah, I fall out of the air and fall face first into the water and reboot.
No.
Do I see anything in the water?
Give me a perception check.
My passive perception's like 1,000,000.
Give me a perception check.
You're actively looking.
I'm actively looking. Is that not investigation?
No, investigation is touchy. Looky is perception. It's very well established.
Okay.
If you'd like to feel around and touch shit and potentially activate a trap, that's investigation.
It could be in Braille, if there is anything there.
Yeah, it's your choice. You can touch around if you want. It's just there are physical differences between looking at something and touching it.
Do aboleths
Okay.
have eyes? It might be actually
30.
being braille.
I roll a 30.
Damn.
Oh, I don't know. Roll me a D5.
Turns out there isn't actually anything there.
Roll D5. A 3.
All right. So you see at the kind of tucked in at the edge of the fountain, a little bit of a shadow kind of eclipsing it, but you managed to see it with your 30. It what appears to be a metallic key made of the same substance as the box. One of those kind of old-fashioned tiny keys with a little portrait on the top. And as you, I imagine, you retrieve it.
If it's just down there by itself and not attached to anything or
Yeah, it
like
just looks like it's just sitting
attached
there.
to string, etc.
Nope, you see no string, nothing visible to the eye.
Since my fly dropped, I'm gonna cast
Do you have
see
mage hand?
invisibility. I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
You do so. You see nothing at the bottom of this fountain. If you look around the room, you see nothing invisible.
Excellent. I go to grab the key then.
All right, just make sure you knock off that spell slot.
Yep.
You retrieve the key, and as you pull it up and get a closer look, you're able to actually turn it over and see the image on the other side. You see that the image on it is what appears to be, and you would most likely recognize this. Give me a history check. It'll be a lowish DC, but there's a chance maybe you haven't seen it.
Is this with advantage, since I have thingamajigger on the... hold on, where's my bio? Very proficient with all-tombed society?
Yes, this would belong to Ultips, that's fine. Have advantage.
Cool. 27.
27. You recognize this as the image of a all-tombed airship, which for those who are interested, look kind of like the hive ships from Stargate Atlantis.
Cool.
Fascinating. A key for a hive ship? I've been face down in this water for a couple minutes. Let's see what everyone else is doing.
What is that?
I retrieve the key.
I'll be looking more at the box, I guess. Probably. Trying to see if there's any other mechanism other than the box.
It looks to be a solid item. Whatever this is made out of, it appears to be concentrated, the concentrated concept of a box. You're not even quite sure how it was made, probably using some form of ethereal projection.
Okay.
You know, if you're just to guess by looking at it.
I mean, I'm an artificer, so apparently I know something.
Actually, it makes more sense for you to Gaelic glean.
You didn't know you would disappear picking the locks.
It's something that you've, in your rebellion history, have maybe come across once or twice before. It's heavily used in old tomb structures or buildings where they don't build items so much as they conjure them into existence. And they conjure them into existence without the kind of processes that Noids do, and they're using magical construction of they'll actually like work through the steps in their mind to create it magically as if they would physically. But the old tombed don't imagine the creation of an object, they just imagine the concept of the object. So a lot of times they won't have hinges, or they won't have those like small mechanical devices. If they imagine a watch, there won't be anything inside of it, it'll just be ticking away.
Okay.
So they imagine the concept without any of the underlying workings like a Noid would.
Okay.
They're basically conceptual artists.
Yeah, the
pretty much.
concept artists, but it works.
And you see this a lot in their structures, how even with the doors, you have to either speak out or concentrate at them to open, and then they will open. They adhere to the thought of ideas and concepts in the psionic network in order to activate.
Oh!
You're pretty sure if you put keys into the box, though, the box will open.
Yeah, I'm gonna think at the box open.
You do so. It rumbles a little bit and then stops, almost as if it's locked, and you need to undo the concept of the lock.
I think it unlock.
Nothing happens.
Am I thinking it to open?
It rumbles again,
Damn!
but it appears to be locked.
Good news. I have found a key.
Ooh, good job. That seems useful.
Starts
Now you
doing
can
the
find 4 more.
starts doing the dance that Assassin told us to do.
Well, good job. You're
Bonnie joins in as well because he rolled a 4.
What are you doing?
This is how you get the keys.
No, you find keys by looking
Running
for
around,
keys.
reaching up and shouting, "I'm a dingus." Just this is how you get the keys. This is how you do it.
No, you find keys by looking for keys. I looked for keys and found keys.
Can I, Chris? Can I do the exact same thing of spinning around, touching my toes, shouting, "I'm a dingus," and then like pull a key out of my throat? Like, oh my god, where the fuck did that come?
Oh, I just...
Yes, you may. Roll me a d4.
Yes.
I just think key and open in my hand.
Okay, so, Kaylee, you pull out a key from your mouth that, unbeknownst to everyone else who found and stored earlier. As you show it to the group, and Mr. High Passive Perception gleams the image as you're turning it. There is a image of what appears to be a floating jellyfish-like creature with a Nothic appearance, a single eye in it. It almost looks like a jelly kind of form of a beholder, but with kind of Nothic skin texture. You know this to be one of the the professor and potentially some of the other gentlemen. You know this to be a Nothic commander, a kind of middling figure in the Nothic military, or the old tombed military, Republic military. That's what they're called.
I would like.
I've also got a
to,
not bad passive perception actually. Just realised.
I would like to, having given everyone a good look at that key, have the tentacles in my throat reach out, grab the key, and shove it back into my gullet again.
I've
And just been like, "Hey, just do that."
Was
Easy.
a 17 good enough to see that it was a Nothic?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't-
Anybody with like 15 or higher, you can easily catch it as just a glance.
I'd have pointed my cannon at it.
I think
Which I guess they would be pointing at Assas's throat. It's like, wait,
Yeah,
I'll get that out for you.
No, I don't want to. I deliberately put it back in there.
just
But
to say,
moving on to the next point before this continues. Captain, in your distraction, you don't realize that you too are holding a key now. Roll me a d3. As you thought of the idea of a key, and one of them appeared to you. As you look down at the key, you see that on the image is a plain standard Nothic on it.
Can I
That works.
think of the idea?
I want to cough. I want to cough up a hairball thinking, yeah, you cough these things out. Because I'm coughing what Assas did.
Yeah.
I want to cough up a hairball. with a key.
I think of 2 more keys.
You do so, nothing happens.
Okay. It's
You
one
only get
per
4.
person, it seems.
Bonnie
I-
thinks of the key.
You do so, nothing happens.
Does anything happen when I cough
Bonnie
up the hairball
concentrates
as well?
harder.
You get a hairball. Congratulations. Put it in your inventory.
I imagine the idea.
Hey! You lied!
in vomiting out their key.
You're not believing hard enough, Nargu.
You do
You
so,
try
Professor.
harder.
Nothing happens.
I go in a I go down in a meditative state and go, thinky. Doing the monk thing of thinky.
Think key! Think key! You're spelling it wrong, Nogu!
Thinking key whilst carving away a bit of wood that I still had from trying to make the keys earlier.
Nargu! You're spelling key wrong in your brain. It's spelt with an E and a Y, not an I.
Technically, it's also spelled with a Q-I.
You're all so bad at manifesting. Jeez.
Hey, I did it!
Froze
Oh
it.
yeah, but like you're cool, Captain.
Thank you.
like Assassin's just fully been like, yeah, Captain and I are friends.
Bonnie's just like, I don't usually use keys.
Neither do I,
Froze
but
it.
sometimes you need to use keys.
Yeah,
And then-
exactly. I mean,
Evidently so.
everyone
Yeah.
and their grandma has lockpicks these days. You think we're just gonna let you lockpick shit?
Why not?
Because that's too easy.
Yeah, that's why I also carry tinker's tools, carpentry tools.
Let us look around for the other 2 keys.
Throws a dart at the next person who speaks because he's getting distracted. He's trying to think of this key.
Nargu, please get off of our ally.
I'm not on the chair, man. I'm just on the floor. I'm in
He's
a
saying
meta
full
state.
Lotus.
And like I
Well,
said, the next person who speaks, I throw a dart at.
Please,
The
by all
chair,
means.
Could
the
I?
chair is going to whistle out a couple of keys.
Ooh, I like that. I like that, actually.
Hmm.
Could I walk up to Nargu, handing them something that is like balled up in my hand so they can't visibly see it, and put it into like their paw curled up, and tell them I've given you a key. It's literally just a scrap of fabric. I just want to have it in their hand. I've given you a key. Just this is a key, okay? You gotta believe this is a key, Nargu. You got it? You can do this.
Is it
Believe
your
me.
handkerchief that you've been constantly wiping your nose with? And
Yeah,
just
pretty much.
put it in his
Yeah,
hand?
it's an absolute just rag at this point. And yeah, so I've just given it to Nargu and just been like, "This is a key. You gotta believe it's a key. I believe in you, buddy. You got this. You got this. This is a key.
This is a key. This is a
You
key.
feel it.
This is
You
a
feel
key.
it in your hand, right? This is a key.
Oh, this is slimy.
You open, no,
Alright,
you open your hand.
Let's do a nice little round check of what everyone's doing now. Bonnie, what are you up to? You sitting back watching all of this, or are you doing anything in the back?
I'm gonna have a look around for a key.
Are you just gonna have a look around? Are you gonna touch anything? Are you gonna like kind of peer behind?
Oh, go
the
through like
boxes?
the cupboards or whatever they are, drawers.
They need to give me a perception if you're just looking, but looking will obviously be obscured by line of sight. Or give me an investigation if you're actually kind of like reaching around and like kind of scavenging through all the boxes and actually looking into the alcove
I've got
pulls
a
of
thing.
paper.
I've got a thing which might help. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
All right.
So you're doing that while Bonnie's
Ah,
investigating,
God.
okay?
Unfortunately, Bonnie, there's a lot of stuff
Bonnie's
to
not
root around
finding
there.
anything.
And as you spend a good couple like 5-10 minutes while this is all going on in the background, but you still haven't come up with a key yet. As you have a look around with Tech Magic,
You've gone full Zelda, smashing pots.
as you look around, nothing in the room appears to be giving off magic apart from your allies with their various magical items.
And me glowing, I guess, because I'm covered in magic items. Fair enough. I thought it's worth a
What
try.
about-
I know they're psionic, but it's worth a try.
What about my see invisibility? And also, I'm also investigating.
Then go ahead and give me an investigation. You might stumble upon a trap. Your see invisibility does not see anything. There is nothing invisible in this room.
I have a minute seeing. Wow, that's low as hell.
Jesus, yeah, you're on the.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
And where are you concentrating your investigation? Where are you looking? Because this is a large room, and you're trying to be efficient here.
Yeah. Anger is starting to get the best of the professor, and if they do not find a key, they incinerate the cupboard so that they know which one they have checked.
The
as
cupboard's
they
full
move.
of old cryptid scrolls that might be of use to the rebellion.
Actually, I will take those. I
You will
put
loot
those in
them
my
and
bag.
then burn them.
Where are you
Yes.
putting them?
Excuse me, wait.
My bag of holding.
What bag of
What
holding?
bag of holding?
Did you take a bag of holding as one of your magic items, James?
That is what I call my pockets.
Oh, then unfortunately, these scrolls, you get maybe 4 or 5 in your pockets before, there are hundreds of scrolls in here. This is a library of scrolls.
That's fine. I have keen mind. I will read them and memorize them. and
All
write
right,
them
that will
down
take
at
you
a
a
further date.
collective 328 hours.
Yeah, Professor. If you touch those scrolls, I'm allowing you to be in here. If you touch those scrolls, I'm gonna set the bees on you and Harold.
How do you set a fungus on someone? I'm
You
genuinely
don't want to know.
curious.
You don't want to know.
I mean,
Harold
if
will,
the-
This is a key.
Harold will absolutely go to town.
This is
Burp,
a
you
key,
suddenly
this is
get
a
the
key.
you suddenly get the idea of a creature watching the professor, and you feel almost a slight hostility towards the professor, not of your own.
All the while this is happening, Burp's just sat on the floor, rocking back and forth, just mumbling to himself, all these squares make a circle, all these squares make a circle, all these squares make a circle.
Here's a
is-
cup of run to settle your nerves, Burp. I think.
Oh,
I think
also,
you might need it.
Burp, as you came south and out of the mushroom, the pressure and the whispering eased up. It appears that the psionic imprint is specifically in that room, and as you come south, there is definitely still a little bit of psionic energy everywhere, just because this whole place is a nexus of psionic energy, but not as intense as the north mushroom.
The captain realized you seem a bit shaken, so he's generally going to hand you like a cup of rum.
But Professor, as
I'll
you're
help you
looking
out.
through the alcove, kind of peering between the scrolls, having a look around, and kind of feeling the edges, unfortunately, you do not find a key.
No key appeared when I whistled out some keys.
Some wooden keys. You have no idea how effective they will be for the box.
Oh, I have an idea. The piano in the other room, Azaz. Do you mind if I deal with that? I had nobody answering. This is a concern.
Well, you directed it at Assas.
Keely, if you're speaking, we cannot hear you.
Oh shit.
Wait,
He's asking if he can play with the piano.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Do it. Have fun.
Okay.
Don't break it. Break
Oh.
any of the keys, and for every key you break, I'll break a finger.
Never mind then. That was kind of the idea.
Yeah, don't do that.
Fair
I
enough.
mean, unless you don't want your
Play
finger, then
chopsticks.
go ahead.
No, I thought, by the fact that you said that, I believe that's not going to help open the box. So it really kind of defeats the purpose.
Ah, dang.
to
I'll
answer your
make you
question,
this
James,
really
it is a
for you all.
Gothic statue that appears to have chains on its legs. Actually, no, not a Gothic statue. No, it looks to be an aged wizard scholar with chains on his legs. It is made of marble.
Chains.
Are there any locks on the chains? Or is it
That's
just-
what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
No, it's just they're just marble chains around it. I guess technically, because it's supposed to be modeled on it, but it's made of marble and doesn't appear to be actual chains.
Oh, okay.
Does he-
I thought, yeah, I thought it was
does it have
actual
a
chains
pocket?
on a marble statue. Okay.
Does it have a pocket or anything that might have a key in it?
It is not wearing clothes. It is made of marble.
Can I?
It has marble clothing, but it doesn't have actual pockets.
Does my Tinker's tool set have like a hacksaw or something in it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Artificer tools are weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna try cutting one of the chains a bit,
Oh, wrong.
just to see what happens.
One of the old rusted ones underneath the tables, or the marble ones on the statue.
The marble ones.
Number ones, give me a strength check, or if you're
Tinker's tools
proficient
check.
with your tools, give
Yeah.
me a strength Tinker's tool check.
That's it. I'm not good at strength.
Unfortunately, hacking through marble definitely a thing.
Yeah, so I was going for like Tinker's tools. Like, this might help at least.
But you would have proficiency because of your Tinker's tools.
11.
11. You are making progress. It's incredibly slow progress, and will probably take you a couple hours. And you might have to do a Constitution check later to see if you can actually keep it up at this pace. But you are, and it is a screeching, horrible sound as metal teeth dig into marble. But you're slowly cutting through this marble statue.
Yeah, it'd be like
Yes.
cut it a bit and see if anything happens. Was the main bit. I won't go for
Nothing
fully.
happens. You get the feeling that it's just supposed to represent the fact that this intelligence room or this documentation room was probably manned by enslaved Noids who are actually doing all the writing, as the aboliths don't have hands.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd have stopped then. It was like cutting through it to see if anything reacts in any way. The fact that nothing did means like it's probably not that then.
Is this a rug?
Looks over at the captain and
So it's
says,
a piece of fabric that is just kind of rolled onto the ground.
I
There
need,
might be a key underneath it. I look underneath it.
I need
Do
to
you
co-
find no key?
need to concentrate. If you need to break something, here, hands a crowbar over. Let me concentrate. This is a key. This is a key. I've not looked at the handkerchief yet. I'm still thinking because I believe in assassin.
We will see if that decision bites you in the ass later.
Probably.
Probably.
But yes.
For now, I've handed over my crowbar the captain, so you can use that.
Okay, I have a crowbar.
Can I pop my key in the lock on the chest? The key that I had.
You can. It
See if it
takes you
melts.
one or two checks, but you eventually find a keyhole where it slots into.
Can please pass the other 2 keys we have?
Oh, here you go.
I'll put those in.
You get 1 extra key.
Walks
You
over,
do not see Assassin giving you the key. Assassin, do you give the key?
walks over and hands you the hanky. It's a key. It's a key.
It's a hanky.
How do you
That's
know it?
clever.
How do you know
It's
it?
a
Assassin.
key.
Having
Still.
giggled to themselves of you being handed a gross hanky, eventually coughs up and hands you over the key. You now have 3 keys. One with a Ultum ship, one with a jellyfish Nothic, and one with a regular ass Nothic. Eventually, after a couple of tries, you eventually find 3 of the holes fit the keys.
Okay.
Which one does this go in then? Still waving the hanky at you.
That might be the key for the front door.
No, I'm assuming you
yeah.
haven't turned any of the keys, you've just slotted them.
Oh, I'll try turning one.
Which one?
The. Oh! Does this?
The one that's furthest to the left.
Does this relate to any sort of history that I might know of?
No.
No. Okay.
Can I mouth the ass in? Should I move away?
1 minute. You might want to back up just a little bit. I can't remember, but you know, it's always better just to back up just in case. You know, you never know.
There's the captain gone.
I shall back away and
Like
turn
I'm
one of the
instantly
keys.
making everyone in the room paranoid based on information I don't even know as a player.
I shall turn it with my mage hand from 40 feet away.
Which key?
The correct one.
And which one is the correct one,
The-
James?
The default Nothic one. Go with that.
Roll a d3.
Go with the normal Nothic.
Default Nothic.
You turn the key and it clicks into place. Nothing else happens.
That seemed to work.
Go with the weird squiggly lord key next.
Thinks turn keys.
Nothing happens to thinking turns keys.
Oh.
Ooh, try
I'll-
thinking the key shouldn't appear.
That's
Good
stupid.
attempt, but
That is
nothing
a
happens.
stupid thing. That is a stupid thing you just said.
Hey, it
Captain.
might work.
That's stupid. Why are you stupid? Stop being stupid.
Hey, it might work.
I'll turn the squiddy Nothic key. Next.
You turn the key. It clicks into place. Nothing
And
else
the
happens.
last key, you dick.
You turn the Ultum ship's key. It clicks into place. Nothing happens.
I'm just going by the fact that I just checked what rolls we got. It was like 1, 2, and 3. And I went, fuck it, why not, right?
I will cast Locate Object,
Key.
Unturned Key.
Unturned
all.
key.
A key that is not in a lock.
I'm just like yawning in the background, like
No,
man.
fair. You get
You
the
all
ping.
suck.
I don't have spells. I'm a monk.
Suddenly, you are kind of pulled in the direction of Overnu.
I go over to them.
You do. You look down at their chiseled keys.
It was
They are
me.
made of the beautiful wood and expertly carved.
Whoops. What did I do?
That makes a lot of sense, to be honest.
Well, Chris, this has been fun, but I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, all I could think of there was James just silently raging.
I'm sorry, I gotta play it accurately.
You do, yeah, you really do.
Even right, I go stand in this corner.
You just put your head in the corner and stand there.
He's gonna stand in the corner and
other
sulk
keys.
Oh,
Keys that are not. Oh,
I have an idea.
Keys to the box.
I have an idea. Harold, where are the other keys? You live in this room, you clearly should know.
The moss does not respond.
Damn! I speak
Yeah,
Sylvan and say the same thing!
Harold
Moss does
isn't
not
really
respond.
one for conversation. They're more of just like, a cuddle buddy. But the kind of cuddle buddy that's a bit smothering and like don't stand near them too long. You might have already stood near them too long.
Enough of this. I will set fire to this whole place and leave you here to die. Point the keys out to me, assassin.
After a
can
moment,
swim.
you hear a click as all the keys unturn.
See, you shouldn't threaten the box with fire.
Yeah, I'm sorry you threatened the box. The woods takes it very personally.
SS, where are the key? Where are the keys? I know. I've been spying on these people over there. They have a really nice treasure hoard. You want to go get it? I tell them about some other person I've been spying on because they had a very nice treasure chest that I kind of wanted because I saw the shinies.
One moment.
Um,
I'm assuming this is being
professor-
put into the future as well, so give me a second.
Yeah, the professor has a large lead box that looks akin to a treasure chest in the future that you might have seen in their lab.
When? But
This is
Alvina believes you!
Also, I think at this point, I kind of want to move on. So I'm gonna be like, so anyway, the professor got on their knees and groveled and begged and cried. And then eventually I did the really good thing of giving them the last keys. Yeah, now they have all 5 keys. Or is it 6? No, it's 5. Yeah, it's definitely 5.
No, it was definitely only 3 keys. I did not say those things.
No, there's 5. The professor wept like an infant. Anyway, let's get back to the.
I
the
believe
story.
that.
As the scene fast forwards into the future, the professor getting mad and tossing the room,
Yes,
eventually
they would do
finds the 2 keys, one of which was hidden in one of the scrolls, and the other down the back of the table. Unfortunately, the professor just missing the DC.
Ah!
As you eventually find 2 more keys, one with a elder brain dragon that the party or the rebellion would know is considered one of the wardens of the Senate of the Republic. An incredibly powerful creature and one of the most powerful aberrations inside the entire Republic, second only to the Ultum themselves. And then finally a 5th key that has a crown bordered with a ring of 10 eyes.
Better turn that one last. Turn the Illuminati symbol last.
Which order do we turn them in, assassin?
You have no idea.
Smallest to highest.
In-
that one, that one,
in
that
the-
one, that one, and that one. And he actually turns them in.
ranking.
Yeah,
There's a-
basically. Baby Nothic first. Weird tentacle eye crown at the last.
So what's your? So obviously you're doing ship, or are you? Where you're doing ship, and then you're doing Elder Brain Dragon, and then 10 Eyes.
Yeah,
Ranking
Okay.
of power.
Yeah,
pretty much.
increasing in power.
As you turn each key, eventually the fifth key turns and locks, and the box opens. And as it opens, light spills out of it and into the orb on the fountain. And as you kind of look around, you see that back in the central room, one of the 4 orbs, the one at the bottom right arm, is now glowing.
Good job. You got 1 out of numerous. Good job.
Congratulations, you've done 1 of 5 locks.
It's only been 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Well
That's
done.
the first
And the
section.
rest.
Well done.
In the future, the professor says, and the rest of the locks went in much the same way. We unlocked them. There were
Eventually.
tears. I was angry, and we descended into the room full of ciphers.
I'm not better at all.
No, not at all.
I don't know. It sounds like you're pretty bitter.
It does sound like you're pretty better. This is Albina talking in the future.
It is physically impossible for me to be better. I have no zest.
I don't know.
Yeah,
She
you-
walks up
I
to
don't know.
you.
It sounds pretty bitter.
She walks up to you. How tall are you,
Are
by
we-
the way, out of curiosity?
6'5".
Okay, you're a bit.
I think
You're
I
tall.
rolled low for my random height.
You're taller than Albina then. She's like dead on 6 foot. She's very tall for an elf.
Yeah.
And she like
Yeah.
grabs you by the arm fairly gently so she doesn't break you. It holds it up, looks at it keenly, and then just bites it. Yeah, better. And then walks back.
Okay.
You
Are we fast tracking the rest of this?
you dented me.
Oh, that's entirely up to the players. This is a flashback. You guys can skip this if you'd like. This is an optional adventure.
Now I'm having fun.
Or we want to do some more puzzles?
I want to do the combat. I was told there was combat. Let's do let's get to the combat. At least.
So Alvira in the future says, "Wait, there wasn't any combat." The professor sighs, and
I
then
didn't-
before they can stop Assassin goes, "Yeah," and it went like this.
Yeah.
And can we jump to another room that might have a combat in it, Chris?
And we'd be mid-combat, in fact, with people having died already.
I kind of like that idea, actually. We're not people dying. But as we skip forward, if I can actually fucking highlight people, go on. Let me.
I got easily distracted.
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone going, yeah, but what happened in the last? No, we solved the puzzle, we did it. Now combat.
And
Anyway,
who is the person that triggers the combat? Who would you like to be the dope?
God's sake.
It's probably going to be Burp.
It's gonna be Burp, right?
I was gonna say Burp or the captain. Yeah.
And the captain's actually quite smart.
Yeah. In my heart, I'm thinking me. 'Cause
Oh
that's
yeah,
what
it's gotta
been
be.
doing.
It's gotta be the professor. It has to be the professor.
Actually,
I feel like
was
it
actually
Burp.
Burp.
Yeah, and then Assassin just
yeah.
bots over and goes, oh no, it was the professor. Professor
Yeah.
totally stumbled.
That is not what happened. This
It
is
is
not
what
what
happened.
happened.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone place yourselves in the room apart from the Burp Professor, who gets to be by the ritual room. As this one actually has a slight cutscene.
Ooh, badass.
Ah, nice.
As the puzzle room is the only one that doesn't have a cutscene.
Really? God damn it.
Couldn't have invented one.
Well, no, the idea is that I guess I could have done like enslaved noise, kind of like writing away.
Rolled a
There you
20.
But everyone roll for initiative. As you get into the room, you find that there is a what appears to just be a corpse of a indigo-colored Nothic lying on a ritual table with what appears to be 5 statues staring at it of these almost humanoid aboleth-like creatures staring at it in robes.
Can we also say that Burp got hold of like a few healing potions or something as well?
Because he really needs them.
How
Could we
much?
take our
How much
could
rum would it take to heal Burp to full?
Could we take a short
it-
rest?
It only takes a flashback.
A flashback of having
But
a short
anyway.
rest.
Burp was fine.
Oh. healed Burp
yeah,
back
or
to full
whilst
health.
he was rocking back and forth, could he have done a short rest?
We had one combat and you guys killed yourself through just explanations on that.
I mean, most of the damage that Burp has taken has been from doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, let's have a short rest here, because it's this, and then there's like one final combat after this for like the end.
The doors.
So Apparently the doors did way more damage than I was ever expecting.
Yeah, they really did. That's what
It was
happens.
supposed to just make you stop and think about how to get through them, but no, you persevered.
Barbarian.
Alright. So yeah, everyone can have a short rest while you were playing games and the professor was exploring and then coming down and actually doing the rooms. So yes, have a short rest while I describe the scene. As you enter it, and eventually the psionic imprint of this room flares at Harold's command by As You Wish, Assassin.
Wow.
You get the,
As you wish.
That's a
That's
different
a really
campaign.
old character of
Is it
mine.
actually?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
a folk called As You Wish because when asked what their name was, they just said, "Call me as you wish."
I approve.
apparently
Thank
my mind flashed back for a moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Early
you had a
D&D.
moment there, didn't you?
It's because they're both 3 words.
Yeah.
It must be with A, actually.
But as the room kind of goes dark and the spectral void, or the room kind of fills with spectral or astral void all around you, as you see the aboleths in their cloaks kind of draping off them as they float, these old elder aboleths, watching and experimenting on a screaming, tortured, what appears to be an aged Noid, that I need each of you to make a insight check on, apart from As You Wish, Assassin. God damn.
Whoever you are. The kobold. I'll take a 12. That's not awful.
But yes, everyone, apart from Assassin, please give me an insight check as you watch this this Noid, this kind of pale,
Oh,
Nice.
this pale man with long hairs, with deep baggy eyes, and this gaunt complexion begin to kind of twist and morph as his face begins to deform, and over time eventually he seems to merge into a Nothic as what appears to be a large indigo crystal above him is kind of enchanted and infused into their body, into their iris. And as
Is this related to Ultim Society?
yes, this would be the creation of new Nothics.
Oh.
Cool.
In this world, Nothics are created by aboleth meddling and scientific experiment rather than wizards gone mad.
Neat.
Awesome.
It's kind of cool. I like that.
And as you all come out, Overnew, you of everyone has the most shocked expression as this was no ordinary Noid. This was a captured rebellion member from decades ago that you haven't seen in forever, but you recognize them. Who are they?
Please tell me they're your brother.
God, that would be so easy. Okay, I'm gonna try and.
It's gotta
fall
be
out of my
Steve.
chair. I'm gonna stand up behind Assassin, like, oh no, Papa, I know that guy.
Who is he?
yeah.
There's my brother in arms, Hogan.
Ah, yes! Yes!
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I'm so happy.
This is where the stream gets pulled off air. That's it. We go silent.
No.
I've had too much of my shit.
As you all come back to reality, as now standing on the ritual sacrifice platform, no longer dead, is the very conscious, very alive and awake Indigo Nothic, staring at all of you as he lashes out and jumps down at the Professor with his massive claws. You can see the large eye staring at you and the iris around the void of his pupil, this brilliant, gleaming indigo color.
Yeah,
If
you
that's-
forgot.
Oh dear.
You forgot ripping the yellow shirt off.
Yeah!
And you can see it lying on the table, the remnant of his yellow shirt from when he was still annoyed.
Oh, dang it.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, luckily, You are all incredibly paranoid and prepared as... Well, I didn't actually give him a name.
Hogan.
Go Nothic. As he rolls a 4. Actually, does he have anything? No, I'm pretty sure he just... that's a 4!
Hogan nothing.
Here we go. As Bonnie, you are the first to act as the Nothic is now standing and jumping down at the professor to attack. What would you like to do? He's also jumping down at you, so he is within 5 feet of both of you.
I'd like to also point out I have rolled a natural 1 on both of my initiatives.
As a monk.
As a monk.
As I have
worst monk in
to
the
as
world.
well. I think I've only rolled low today.
I think
Like,
you've rolled
I don't think I've rolled above 10.
I think you've rolled 3 natural ones.
Yeah,
Which I think
like,
is-
I don't think I've had a single roll that's been above 10 today. It's delightful. I mean, the dice gods are just paying me back for being a little shit this past couple sessions, and, like, honestly, I don't blame them. Like, I deserve it.
You're getting kobold look. It's the
You need
opposite of
to-
halfling look.
You need to pray to the dice gods, make more goblin-y
Oh yeah,
noises, and gather more dice to the... Gather more click-clacks.
sacrifice more goblins to Nuffle.
I need to send my dice cauldron into the chat.
I'm
But
just
yes.
moving 30 feet and getting ready to dodge.
So you're taking the dodge action?
Yeah.
You don't get ready to dodge.
I'm ready to dodge by dodging.
Bert, it is your turn, and the Nothic's within 5 feet of you, striking down at you and the professor. What would you like to do?
As it's striking down, I'm gonna recklessly strike up.
Counterattack.
Yep.
4 bang.
So that is a 19, or 27
That's
to
a
hit.
27.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And 9 slashing.
It takes it.
and second attack is gonna miss.
Probably.
As it manages to kind of move out of the way, you can see that it seems to almost there seems to be a slight pool as you attack into it, almost like it's got a slight aura of a strange distorting gravity around it.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
God, shit's
Uh,
weird.
Is that your turn?
I'm gonna bonus action rage.
That's fair.
There. All right. Professor, it is your turn. This Nothic is getting ready to attack you, but you're able to act just a little
I should
quicker.
have done that beforehand because I was attacking with my rage axe.
Oh, that's
We
fine.
just say we
Did
yeah,
say
the
you did
damage
that.
is still the same.
As my action, I'm going to peer into its defenses.
All right. Now, remember, do we get any limitations on how much it could see? Like, could it see one thing or?
I just get insight into its defenses, and I can choose one thing to lock away as part of my action.
I'm pretty sure you had to figure out what the thing was, though. You
What's the
couldn't just
ability
read
called?
them. You
What's a
gain.
Nothic of kind?
Yeah. You gain its vulnerabilities and immunities. It is immune to psychic damage and is vulnerable to force damage.
Shame I don't have the,
Vulnerable to force damage.
shame I don't have the broken gun that Zombie has.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure we power balanced it a little bit so that you actually have to declare what it is you're locking away, because I wanted you to try and figure out what these guys have, so that your knowledge would become more powerful as you face more things. And this is the first time you're ever coming against a Indigo Nothic. You've come against Maroon Nothics, and you know that they have a weird insight ability,
No,
But,
most of us
and
ran
obviously they
away
have a-
from them.
a claw attack, but that would be the extent of your knowledge for this creature.
Well, to be honest, all of us that lived ran away from them.
Yeah, that's how we lived.
I am going to. So
He's
my-
still
my-
alive.
I'm going to soul barrage it. So just my faceplate opens up this time, and a weird sort of sucking motion comes from my face. The tentacles from before latch out, but this time they're metallic, and they sort of reach at this thing's face and drain a bit of purplish energy away from it, and it is not immune to psychic anymore. It is resistant, and I am also resistant.
Okay.
So you are a
That's nice.
vacuum cleaner.
I'm about to say you are a vacuum.
Oh, I remember you have to use your bonus action if you want to give it to yourself.
You do suck.
No, that's my my mana drain ability. This is my soul barrage.
Is it the same because they're both your soul points?
No. Question mark?
Well, it says there in the thing.
Hold on.
Playtesting, new character.
Yeah, playtesting new classes.
Bonus
Yeah.
action. I'm already resistant anyway. Can I increase my resistance to immunity?
That'll be broken.
No,
You know what? Actually,
Chris
you know
said
what?
no previously.
Burp is right there. I will give Burp as my bonus action the resistance instead.
Oh, it's because I never fully fleshed out Soul Barrage. Soul Barrage has the same clause as Mana Drain.
Cool.
I just didn't properly write it out. That's my bad.
All right. It just says power balance.
Yeah, because it's supposed to have Mana Drain.
There's a note for yourself, and I take a step back.
All right, you do so. Then we go on to Overnew's turn.
Oh, if it doesn't opportunity attack, I will continue moving back.
No, yeah, it's gonna keep its reaction for something.
Okay.
It's gonna keep the reaction
That's
for the
always
gunshot.
good.
It's gonna get reaction for the gunshot.
I'm gonna move back slightly and just keep it in line of sight.
Okay.
That's me.
Overnew, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to run just into the center and then hurl a jab.
Become a chair.
All right, go for it.
I did keep the throwing chairs that Overnew had from mine.
Unfortunately not, but I have a plan, don't I?
A 20 hits, as it takes 10 piercing damage.
And then I throw another one.
Unfortunately, a 14 just misses.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
We move in to Captain then.
Okay. The captain is gonna go, well, this is happening. Is there anywhere I can hide in this room?
There's a couple barrels that if you crouch down, you could.
Yeah. Captain, can I also a question? Because I've been allowed this before. Don't know how this works in your campaign. Am I allowed to hide as bonus action hide and then attack, which gives me advantage?
Oh yeah, that's fine. But
Don't-
one second, I need to check something.
Don't you have a...
Fortunately, you do not gain the hide effect from it.
Okay.
So while you can hide, you will not gain advantage.
I get the sneak attack anyway, was literally to get the advantage, Bob.
As he appears to already know where you are.
That is very
And be anticipating your attack.
That is very, very fair. Kaboom! 17.
17 hits.
14
you do
necrotic
get the
damage.
sneak. And as you do so, this is where I'm going to use his
Yep.
his reaction. To be fair, I would have used on anything else. I'm pretty sure this might actually be the only thing that meets the criteria of anyway. As he uses Uncanny Destruction. And as your magical blast shoots towards him, he actually jumps towards it, and you see his pupil dilating as your blast enters into his eye, and you see the energy swirl around for a minute, kind of only giving him half damage, effectively, reducing the damage by half.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Fascinating.
20 damage.
Fascinating. That
Oh.
ability will do.
I've never seen it. I've never seen anything do that before.
But is that your turn, Captain?
Yes, that would be my turn.
Nargo, it is your turn. Wait, no, we don't have Assassin. Kaylee,
Assassin go 4.
Oh, yeah, I got 4.
Assassin goes at the
Oh,
same
I
time as
would've-
Indigo Nothic.
Yeah.
I would have called out also Force.
Hey, yeah, it's fine.
Stop playing Skyrim.
I'm gonna use my feeling. Use-
After Nargo.
I'm gonna use my feeling grace to get right up in its face.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
So I just sort of bound straight across there and right in its face and go, and just look at it and go, ah, and start punching it.
Alright.
First attack. Doesn't hit.
Fortunately not. He's ducking and weaving from your attack, snarling.
Second hit.
14, I believe. Let me just double check what this was. Does miss. Yeah, it's 15. Now move out of the way. Why are all your
Okay.
models ever so slightly... Oh, it's because my screen's ever so slightly off. Weird.
Right. Spend a key point for Flurry of Blows. An arm strike again. Don't want to hit, apparently.
Unfortunately, this guy is... the strange gravitational pull of its body around it appears to be kind of just distorting your aim ever so slightly and knocking you off. I believe you have one more hit in there. But you're able to correct at the last hit and punch into it, dealing 10 damage.
This one I will spend a key point for Stunning Strike.
Ooh, a key point for Stunning Strike. Let's see, concentration save.
Con save DC 12.
23.
Jesus.
It's worth a try.
Was worth a
Yep.
try. I've always wondered, Nargu, why do you never use your claws to punch people?
Because it's the same damage.
It is, it's just slashing.
Ooh.
It's just slashing.
Yeah.
Assassin, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I want to look at like the Indigo Gnostic and just kind of wave at them like we're sort of colleagues. Like we don't get along and we don't talk in the break room level colleagues, but like I respect their work and they're doing a good job.
Asia.
Kind of level and just kind of gauge whether they know that I've done something akin to eating their lunch in the fridge that week.
They seem to glance over you and
Well,
snarl,
when
and then
they
kind of ignore
clearly
you and go back
named
to
their
more
food.
pressing itches. They don't seem to be. They don't seem to be friendly towards you.
Mm.
You're pretty
Yeah.
sure that if it was just you and them in the room, they appear to be feral and their mind twisted from the experimentation. They definitely would attack you.
Okay, I can't let that happen.
Because it was their yogurt in the fridge that you ate.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
organic.
exactly.
It cost a lot of money.
Look, you didn't put a label on it. I didn't know. It could have been
It's
anyone.
one of those gut health it's an
Yeah.
Activia.
So I am going to keeping my distance as far away as possible because I would like as many people between me and it. Because I don't have to be better than everyone else. I just have to be faster. So
You just have to be more alive than them.
exactly.
Good luck outrunning me.
I actually think you might be the slowest member
you
of the
can't-
party.
You can't get inside the walls though, so
I can eventually.
I would like to Eldritch Blast it, please. I might as well.
Yeah.
It's two. I don't know if I boop it twice. I don't know how D&D
You boop it
works.
down.
Right.
You hit.
That
Roll
hits.
for damage. Actually, I can just click here to roll for damage
That's
for you.
one, isn't it?
16.
Yep, that's one. You hit for 20 and deal 8 force damage, which doubles to 16.
Nice. And I am a 6th level rogue, warlock, so I get 2, right?
You're a 6th level rogue, so you get to
As you
Eldritch
hit
Blast.
in again for another 16, dealing 32 damage altogether.
Nice.
I've already
And
used reaction, so I can't half that.
I just like to look over the at the captain, who's kind of like the closest to me in a way, and just be like, "Yeah, we never got along. Like,
I can tell.
what can you do? Sometimes you just have bad colleagues.
I understand that. There was this one guy on the ship, had to throw him overboard.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah, perfectly understand that.
Mm-hmm. And then they just start facing back at the rest of the party, get eaten.
Yeah, the captain's just nodding like, yep, get that.
Yep. Why have we ended up being friends with just the captain of the one-shot character being really
I don't know.
friends?
Because
They're too similar.
they both kind of don't give a fuck, I think, mostly.
Yeah.
I've no element of what is like appropriate, so I'm just like, yeah, you sometimes your friends try and eat you, and you have to put them down. It's just how it works.
Just how it works. All right, is that you?
Yes.
Alrighty then. We then go to the Indigo Nothic's turn.
Take out a
And-
small
Oh,
notepad.
I probably should have bonus action hid. I guess I'll hide behind that barrel.
Yeah.
That's fine. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Although per use, you don't even need to roll because he automatically knows where
Yeah,
you
he's
are.
immune to hide.
Yeah, I know that, but like,
Let me
you
go.
know, I still gotta do it. I gotta do the rogue shit.
Yeah, I totally
That's
get.
fair, fair.
It's just two of us in cover at the back, just shooting it.
But for his action, he is going to stand up tall and stare down at the room as his irises begin to rotate in his eyeball and begin to spin up as you can feel the flickering of light around you as all light in the room begins to get sucked into his eye, effectively casting the room in magical darkness, but this is him consuming all light or the very concept of vision in the area. As
I hate when he does
Uh,
this. He can't win every argument just by raising the existence of light. Jeez.
You saw how magical darkness worked for the last person.
Also, it didn't even matter for me. I've not even got dark vision. It could be normal darkness.
as he casts the room in darkness.
I'm not in it!
So you're standing on the edge of the darkness, looking at just a wall of black
Yeah.
that disappeared. That's even more disorienting.
He's like, well, that's weird.
Is it magical darkness or just normal darkness?
It is psionic darkness. You cannot see in it with normal dark vision if that's what you're asking.
It's,
Yeah.
it's basically normal dark
It's
vision.
effectively magical darkness.
Yeah, normal dark vision is supposed to be like you're adapted to essentially no light. This is literally no light. Is what
He
I'm
has
getting.
consumed the notion of vision in the area.
It's alright,
But
I'll
we can
just...
still hear him, right?
Yes, you can. However, he is going to move away and he is going to start running around the room. Who proved to be the most problematic? Fortunately, probably the captain.
Yep.
I'm
if
going to
he's
increase
gonna...
his size to make it easier for me to see.
Will that stop us taking opportunity attacks if he moves
Yeah, we
away?
can't see him.
Yes,
Damn.
opportunity to crack require vision.
This is going to be kind of funny because I'm curious how a particular ability works now.
Now, I've actually tagged the aura onto him, but
It's not actually on him, is it?
yeah, it's not actually on him. But let's see.
Okay.
10, 20, 30. He's actually going to move up to in between the Bonnie and the Professor.
So I can hear him right there.
Yes.
Oh, I was really hoping he got. It's
So
really.
that was his action to do so, and he's used some of his movement to move up. Oh, he's actually got 40 feet. He's actually going to move 10 feet past you. There we go. I gave him a little bit extra spring to his weird knee-like feet. But that is the Indigo Nothic's turn. Bonnie, it is your turn. Let's actually create a duplicate of something here to use as an anchoring point for the darkness.
He's like just in front of me and Assassin, so we're the only two that can see.
Just like looking at each other and just being like, he does this all the time. I really wish he'd stop. Like, it's really frustrating. You're trying to have like a polite discussion with him, and then he erases the existence of all light, and you're just like, come on, why can't we just diplomatically solve this? You don't have to
Exactly.
eat my face every single time.
It makes sense. I
It
mean,
takes ages to grow back.
I cast dancing lights.
It's your turn, yeah. You do so. However, you do not see anything, for the idea of vision is gone. This is a psionic darkness. Unfortunately, is not dispelled by dancing lights.
Thought it might have made me see where he was.
No, your very eyes appear to not be working. You effectively have blindness, but it's an area rather than on you.
Imagine that he's essentially put a blindfold on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone in this area effectively is blindness.
Stand
but if you
clear.
move out of it, you'll be able to see.
Stand clear of the enemy.
I'm literally gonna take a stab in the dark.
Swing!
Oh, but if you're taking dancing lights is an action, so you can do that.
No, it's a cantrip.
Yeah,
It's still an
that's
action.
will take an action.
Still takes an action.
Oh,
Yeah, certain cantrips say bonus action on them. That one isn't one of them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
there's
many.
very rare cantrips have
Yeah.
bonus boys.
oh okay.
So,
Well, forget
what
that.
would you
attack
like to
then.
try? Because obviously this is the first time coming against this creature. You probably don't know that how his ability works. So are you just gonna try the dancing lights because there's a chance it might work?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Professor, it's your turn. We'll try and speed through these rounds a little bit, as
We got Noom.
we got to noom a little bit. But we'll be a little bit over late today. But we'll stop at the end of this combat.
A little bit Noom. It's a treat.
It's a little bit of a treat. Let's watch.
I know what direction they went
Cool
in.
new monster. Yes, you get a rough idea.
I'm gonna use my. None of you can see, but one of the gems, two of the gems actually, light up, and they're the two most valuable gems, because I have to strap my hand to my chest type thing, and then just both hands and the chest plate open up, and just an ultimate concentrated blast of force energy flies out of me, Iron Man style, and I'm casting Psionic Blast as I hit before. I need the creature to make a dex save.
And Bonnie, if that's where it's
Yeah,
aiming
Bonnie
at.
is in the range.
I mean, it's one.
What is the cone effect of this? What's the range?
30 foot.
It's 30-foot range, so it'd be one in front of me.
Would
and
I be in
two,
it, or would
and
I
then
just be
1, 2,
outside?
3. Well, I hear where you are, and how about that? I'll go there instead.
You have the intelligence for this. Because you're able to kind of work it out, I'll allow this.
Perfect. I try and catch the guy.
That is a 12.
12 don't succeed, so it gonna take a lot of damage,
Jesus, 5d8 force.
which will be doubled.
Are you gonna
This
throw...
is a magic. Is this? One second. Is this a magical effect?
It is. That's why it rolled with advantage, right?
Oh no, I defaultly do that. But yes, I already defaultly roll with advantage. That's fine. You'd still be a 12.
So, 29 doubled to 58 points of force.
What? And this is force damage.
Yes.
I'm going to use. He's going to use his reaction.
Sorry, I would have absolutely upcast that to level 4. So another 4, 33 doubled to 66.
He is going to use evasive. No, it's not concentration. He is going to use evasive destruction, however, to take half damage on a failed save.
Cool. Then he takes 33 then. Force damage.
Basically negating his vulnerability. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But at the end of your turn, he will. It's already his vulnerability. Alright. Is that you?
Bonus action. I want to get past the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I can't really do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash to there and fire myself against the wall and out of the darkness.
Oh, hello, Professor!
Alright.
Crunch against the wall. Ow.
Give me a survival check.
Survival.
Yeah, you're wanting to
Can it
move about in
be-
darkness?
No, it wouldn't be intelligence based. Never mind.
It's wisdom.
No, yeah, I'm not trained in survival. I am. I'm proficient in cartographer's tools, so I know my way around. No, okay, never mind.
That's navigation!
All faces.
You can read a map!
17 though. I can read a
17. You get to where you need to go.
I can
Bert,
read a
it
room,
is your
just
turn.
not in the right way.
Get him, Burp.
Get him, Bert.
Yep, so Burp,
I also teleport.
any kind of like hear or smell the Nothic?
You get a rough direction of where he is, but not exactly. So you need to make a survival check to get to him, as there's a lot of stuff between the two of you.
I mean the one that's next to me.
That's not real.
Oh, yeah, that's not a real... I'm using that as an anchor for the darkness.
Oh, right.
Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass.
You only care about the big Nothic.
It's the big one.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's do survival check then.
It was just the easiest mini I could grab.
Fair enough. That's a 17.
Yay!
You're able to go in the right direction towards the Nothic and get a rough idea of where he is based on sound. You still have disadvantage attacking him, but you can get up and attack him, as he has not
Fine.
taken the stealth action.
Bunny was like, no, other way.
Yep, I'm going to reckless and bring that to a flat roll.
Alright, go for it. As unbeknownst to all of you, he is bloodied.
For a dirty
Oh,
20.
man.
And
The
12.
professor would absolutely know this.
You know it's hurt.
He's a fun stat block, but he is still only like a minion stat block. But I'm going to be using minion stat blocks a lot more, so this guy will show up as kind of like the second tier minions.
Okay.
But he hits as... Oh, I forgot, he also moved 20 feet. So his AC appears to be higher, as there seems to be a stronger gravity as he's moved around and actually increased his bulky mass. But you still hit and deal 12 damage.
Cool. And then second attack.
By the way, I teleported as part of my
For 27 and another 17.
spellcasting. That's a lot
So-
of damage.
As the darkness vanishes, you see Burp killing the Nothic. How would you like to do this?
So he's essentially just like spinning around with his axe.
Whirlwind.
Yeah. And yeah, somehow misses Bonnie, which he doesn't realise is there.
Bonnie's just short.
Yeah. I mean, Burp is an orc and he's like 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
So,
He just went above Bonnie's head height and it's not realised.
yeah.
No, you're still over
Bunny
here.
uncanny dodged. He saw the
As
axe
you
coming so
bring your-
far.
And yeah, so the blade just like slams into the Nothic's head, like splitting the eye horizontally.
Save the
And as
brain!
you do so,
Save the
the
brain!
light spills out back into the room, granting vision back to the area that it consumed the very notion of it from. And the Nothic slump twitches a little bit, and then goes limp. As you have slain the Indigo Nothic, and in the center of the room, the orb inside its cage begins to glow.
Nice work, Burp.
I leave the orb. Can I get to the Nothic and try and salvage part of it for my experiments, Chris?
How would you like to do so?
Either take the head or, like, I can see there's a pretty decent cleft. I'm gonna just rip its skull apart and take the brain.
Would you like me to open it a bit more carefully than just ripping its skull open?
It's already half open.
Nargu goes
I
over
have
us.
I have surgical implements.
Okay.
Goes over us. Asks, do you think they're trying to eat it?
Eat this one.
I must study this
Like,
creature.
about being a friend.
On the
You know?
bright,
Yes, you do.
I might draw the line there.
on the bright
Burp
side,
says,
assassin.
"Oh, you want its brain?" Like digs his hands into the eye socket and just rips the top of the skull off.
Your assistance is greatly appreciated.
On the bright side, assassin. You can now steal all of the lunch without repercussion.
Why is there still a chair with us?
Don't question the chair.
Just question the chat. But yes, you salvage some of the Indigo Nothic. This is the first time you've seen this creation. Who knows if the Aboleths have made more of them. And you have successfully activated the second of the 5 locks, preventing you from getting into the archives and retrieving the encryption codes. As that is where we're going to end today.
And that was the final lock that we needed to unlock.
No, there's like
Much good
3
was
more.
had.
There's like 3
No.
more.
I
There's
am
like
fairly certain this was the last one we did.
no, there's 3 more.
You only had one thing guarding it? That's kind of weird. You sure there wasn't some big boss monster?
No, there's definitely a big boss monster.
See?
The professor just doesn't want to talk about it because they're a weenie.
The boss monster came later.
Yeah, exactly. So you admit it. So you admit
But
there
You
was
just
more.
admit there was a boss monster.
Yes, this was the final lock in order to gain access to the archives.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Insight check.
I'm gonna roll it, but Alvina doesn't believe you regardless of what she rolls.
And fuck you's not there, so he doesn't know. He's off looking for Big Toe.
I need to go get my character again. I put him away because I didn't think I was gonna have to insight.
I have always been having Alvina. Alvina doesn't believe you regardless.
Oh, yeah, no. No. Yeah, you cannot determine whether I am lying because of my ring of mind shielding.
She's too dumb. She doesn't care.
Is that even what Ring of Mind Shielding does?
No.
Yes.
No.
That's one.
No.
That's one of the things.
I think that's that you can't tell if you're lying if you look in someone's brain.
Yeah.
Mm.
Think of that
Alvina's
if you're not
Alvina's
trying to
way of
read
looking
it
into
down.
your brain would be to tear at your head off
It's
and look
a-
at it.
You are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or know the creature type. Creatures can help communicate with you only if you allow it.
I wasn't
You can use
just
an
insight.
action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible. Until you remove the ring or you die. If you die while wearing the ring, your soul enters it unless it's already blah blah blah. It does not prevent an insight check.
I was insight in both of them, not
It's
just.
only, yeah,
Oh yeah.
it only allows like people to divine it without your permission.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
was
can still look at
insight.
it and say, "Nah, that's bullshit, mate."
Yeah.
I was trying to see if which one I think's telling the truth. So
Oh yeah,
I was
what's assassin?
basically-
Is assassin telling the truth? 'Cause I think she is. So.
I mean,
was
I
it-
am. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That
the thing
is
is,
incorrect.
I have
Also,
told
for no-
so many
An
lies.
insight check isn't the same as, oh, they know you're lying. It's like, no, you're coming off as shady and you probably lie. Like, they don't know definitely, they just suspect.
Yeah, and
I'm
Alvina
looking
was
for the-
going to just roll. She doesn't believe you.
Also,
This is fair.
yeah, it's one of those things of like assassins lied so many times so far throughout the story that it is hard to tell where the lines draw.
At one point, you lied so brutally you believed it yourself.
Exactly. I still believe my lie. It is now a truth.
Also, Alvina, as
I have
apparently,
not lied.
also Alvina apparently being the greatest liar in the history of mankind, according to what was the girl's name?
Abigail.
Abigail. Apparently, she'd know a liar if she saw one. And it's a person who tastes bitter.
Well, my question for you, both, is if there was or wasn't a, who came back alive? Where's the rest of your group?
Oh,
That's a story for another day.
That's a story for next week.
Well, you think they'd we'd want to know if their spy was still alive, or the,
Or the captain with the gun.
we might have
yes.
to take a break because I've eaten a couple too many oranges and I think I'm gonna puke. And unfortunately, my puke is a bit acidic
Blimey.
anyway, so you might want to move back.
Alvina's just
They
gonna
are
pick
not
up.
lying.
Alvina's gonna pick up Assassin and point her away from.
Like a small baby, just like elsewhere. Do not puke on me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Arms
Yes,
length.
that is today's session. Tune in next week where I have no idea what we're doing next week. We'll, are you busy next week?
Next week,
I
you're
am.
busy.
Damn it.
Well, we'll probably be on a break next week. We'll find out
Oh yeah, because
later.
I am actually out next week. That's,
Yeah, so
that's the week I'm out. Yeah.
It's next week, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be taking a break next week, and then after that, we'll see who's here, and either we'll continue the flashback or we'll just continue in the present. And maybe
Yeah.
at some point return to the flashback, where I get to play around with one of my cooler stat blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was
We're
wanting
ending-
combat, because I thought you probably built some cool stuff for this. So.
We're ending the session of this very cool heist session of just to the noise of Assassin puking more than anything that size should ever be able to puke.
Right. So there's a goblin that pisses an exorbitant amount. and a kobold that pukes an exorbitant amount.
I also everything
An
is
elf that
acid.
eat.
It eats an
Sorry.
exorbitant
I
amount!
know.
Yeah.
This may be the first
Wait, is he a gnome or
character.
halfling?
I think he was a halfling, wasn't he?
He was a halfling. I think I gave him lucky.
Yeah, he's a halfling.
There's a
We've
halfling that pisses too much.
We've
Oh
got.
no,
Fuck you's the
halfling
one that
piss on
pisses
his
too
shoes.
much.
Oh, you're referring to yourself, right? Okay.
yeah, I'm talking to myself.
Okay.
It's hard to remember at this point.
Yeah, there's so many short characters that have. But yeah,
Let's wrap it up.
but yeah, that's for this week.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Help me, save me.
Never! And for signing off on my end, that was a freaking hysterical. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Thank you guys for being here again. Thanks, Chris, for being an awesome GM. And thanks everyone for making me die with laughter on numerous occasions. Thank you. So I'll see you guys. I'll be back on Monday. Bob will be back in a couple. Actually, Bob will be back at some
Tomorrow.
point. Actually, no, we're getting isn't on this week. Remember?
All right.
So yeah, at some point people will be back, but I'll be back on Monday. So see
Yeah.
you guys around. Have a fantastic evening. Every single one of you keep playing mini games. Keep being awesome. You guys are the best on Twitch. Good night.
Bye.